thought that said death, Mom. Not death, not Jeff.
At the commercial break, I need to get my thing.
And a very pleasant Good Friday evening, Indian fans. Welcome inside the press box here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Tonight it's the 100th meeting between Dobyns-Bennett Indians and Science Hill Hilltoppers here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Significant things on the line tonight. We've got the Region 1 6A title up for grabs. We've got the ESPN Tri-Cities Appalachian Orthopedics Pride Bowl trophy up for grabs. First spot, first seed in the upcoming playoff next week up for grabs. In short, the 100th edition of this great rivalry could not be more important for these Toppers and these Indians. We'll talk more about that. We'll have the starting lineups, the key matchups as well, some of the history of this great traditional rivalry. And, of course, we'll have a conversation with your head coach, Joey Christian. We'll do all that next in 2 minutes. This is Dobyns-Bennett Indian football on the Coach Joey Christian pregame show. We're back in 2 minutes on the Voice of the Indians since 1942. We are ESPN Tri-Cities. All right, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson Stadium, the 100th meeting between Dobyns-Bennett and Science Hill. We told you last week at Oak Ridge that it was 100 years to the day, a week ago tonight, that these two teams met for the first time. And here we are, the 100th edition of Science Hill Dobyns-Bennett football. I'm sure back 100 years ago, as they're bringing out Tiger Brooks to my right, your left, that the thoughts that these games might one day be on the radio and on something called a live stream were far from everybody's thoughts. But that's the situation tonight. We are glad you are joining us wherever you might be around the world tonight on ESPN Tri-Cities, either 94.3 FM, 1400 AM in Kingsport, ESPNTricities.com, or the TuneIn app. Keyword search WKPT, or you can find us on the video stream link that's on my Facebook page if you want to go find it there. On the Voice of the Indians Facebook page as well, the Dobyns-Bennett football Facebook page. All kinds of ways you can find the link to link up. But tonight, the Dobyns-Bennett live stream, of course, brought to you by friends at Spivey, King and Spivey. Tiger.
Absolutely, yeah. Spivey, King and Spivey in Kingsport, Tennessee is a general practice law firm focusing on criminal defense and family law issues. The firm serves the Tri-Cities area in Kingsport, Johnson City, Bristol, and the surrounding areas, Rogersville, Elizabeth, Greenville, Irwin, outlying areas. Provides over 75 years of combined experience. I know where most of that came from. in matters dealing with the criminal law, divorce, custody, business disputes, personal injury, workers' compensation, construction, civil litigation, and medical malpractice. Spivey, King & Spivey combines decades of trial experience in criminal and civil matters with energy and perseverance, which are demanded in today's modern legal environment. Call 423-245-4185. It's right there on your screen if you're watching the stream. You can schedule your appointment today. We thank the good folks at Spivey, King & Spivey for their patronage, not only on the YouTube here, but also on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Absolutely. Appreciate them very much. They're part of high school athletics in a lot of different places. Have helped us with Dobyns-Bennett baseball as well. Happy to have them on board the live stream once again tonight. Appreciate the great folks at Dobyns-Bennett High School for allowing ESPN Tri-Cities to be part of the live stream with this great game tonight between Dobyns-Bennett and the Science Hill, the 100th meeting between these two clubs, Tiger. And welcome you in again. Todd Freeman is down there on the field somewhere. Hopefully staying dry.
Well, that was the first thing I was going to ask with Spivey, King & Spivey. Do they do workplace litigation?
Yes. They will represent you in your claim against both Dobyns-Bennett and ESPN Tri-Cities and all the above.
I'm naming all of you.
Yeah, well, I'm here to tell you Mother Nature's undefeated, though, brother.
Yeah. Todd has a brand spanking new rain jacket on. He is also with exclusive permission from the athletic director, Frankie DeBusk. He is utilizing an umbrella on the sidelines, which is strictly prohibited anywhere else in J. Fred. But since he is utilizing thousands of dollars worth of equipment and putting his own life in jeopardy, Coach DeBusk said, yes, go ahead and use your umbrella.
Well, let me say this. What I have spent on undergarments, warm weather, rain jackets and all that, I'm going to have to renegotiate my contract with ESPN Tri-Cities.
Yeah, well, I understand that, but nobody wants to hear about your undergarments.
Yeah, well, I know.
Let's talk about this game.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the one thing about this game and this weather, with these boys, once that kick gets going, this weather, these kids ain't going to think a thing about this weather.
The weather's not good. Let's just put it that way. But for those of you who are making your way to the stadium, we applaud you. We want you here.
Absolutely.
We'd rather you be here than watching us wherever you might be if you can get here. These kids on both sides of the ledger tonight need your support. They've been working, frankly, Tiger, for this game all year long. I mean, when the schedule came out, the classifications were redone, the regions were redone, they blindly drew. And these two teams, as it should be, playing the final week of the regular season, these calendars have been marked for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is there for a couple of years with the way that everything broke out in the region and the way that games had to be scheduled, it was happening earlier in the season and everything. And for history, I mean, for decades, it was always one of the last games of the season, and it should be. I mean, these are two rivals. It goes way. I mean, we're talking 100 years. It's the 100th football game, and so it is appropriately the last game of the season, and everything is on the line for multiple football teams. It's just what you want in region football, and it's been a heck of a year, and I look forward to a heck of a game tonight.
Well, and guys, let's call it like it is, too. There's a lot of people did not expect Dobyns-Bennett to be in this final game to have a chance to be Region 1 champs. With what they graduated, the young players they had coming back, and all that, there was a lot of people that were in doubt that Dobyns-Bennett would be coming in this game, and that just my hats off to these players. They bought into that they could do it, the coaching staff and everything else, which makes maybe the best rivalry in the state of Tennessee in football tonight just that much bigger.
Agreed.
Indeed, Dobyns-Bennett coming off back-to-back Region 1 6A championship, losing basically every starter on the field. Starting from scratch, did have 3 starters back at the beginning of the year, but they were playing different positions, so that's a complete turnover. Everybody, I think, expected Science Hill to be at this point with the amount of seniors they've got. They started the year with north of 30 seniors themselves. I don't think people thought in week 11 that Dobyns-Bennett would be playing for another regional title.
No, and it's a credit to Dobyns-Bennett's coaching staff. It's a credit to the kids, as has already been talked about. Them buying in, taking the coaching. We've got a lot of young guys who've contributed this year and will contribute tonight. that have helped them get to the place where if they are victorious tonight, they are the Region 1 champ. And they put themselves in that position. Now they have to go earn it.
Dobyns-Bennett does lead this overall series, 63 wins, 31 losses. There have been 5 ties. The Indians lead the series here in Kingsport, 34-13-3. However, the Toppers have won 9 of the last meetings after Dobyns-Bennett rolled off that 19 consecutive winning streak against the Toppers between 1995 and 2012. The teams have met every year since starting that rivalry in 1921, except 1927 and a 4-year break between 1963 and 1966. There was a little squabble there over what officiating association to use. The teams could not agree. They didn't play in those 4 years.
Tragic.
Yeah, tragic. So Science Hill won 31 last year in Johnson City. Remember, Dobyns-Bennett was going for a game-tying field goal, had the field goal blocked. Amari Red picked it up, returned it 90 yards. Instead of being a tie game, it's a 10-point game, and that was the difference at 31-21. Red also had a fourth quarter touchdown reception of 56 yards from quarterback Jackson Diamond. Dobyns-Bennett led 21-17 going to that fourth quarter. Dobyns-Bennett's last win came in 2018, 24-21 in Johnson City. Ian Hicks rushed for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns, caught another touchdown pass. That was the first win in the head coaching career here at Dobyns-Bennett for Joey Christian. First win of his career was that night. Dobyns-Bennett has not won on its home field in this series, hard to believe, since 2012.
Yeah, it is hard to believe, and it's been a series of streaks. It was almost a given for a number of years, for 19 years, because there was a period of time, God bless the Science Hill Hilltoppers, but there was a period of time in the doldrums there where they would go through several coaches and they couldn't get everything pulled together, and Stacy Carter comes on the scene and he's pulled together a wonderful coaching staff, very close ties between the Dobyns-Bennett coaching staff and Science Hill coaching staff, a lot of respect, and even though there's rivalry there's lots of mutual respect, and they've created another power in Science Hill that's back to where things used to be, and that's good to see for East Tennessee football fans.
Let's look at their Region 1 6A standings. Science Hill at the top at 4-0. 6-3 overall. Then comes Jefferson County at 3-1, 6-3, and Dobyns-Bennett at 3-1, 7-2. Westridge sits at 2-2 and 7-2. Those 4 teams will advance to the playoffs next week out of Region 1 6A. William Blount and Morristown East will play tonight. Those are the end of the season games for those 2 teams. They're not part of the playoff situation tonight. Dobyns-Bennett, after tonight, could be in the playoff seeding pecking order, first, third, or fourth. The only place they'll not finish is second. The winner tonight, under any circumstance, will be first. That much we do know. So if you really want to control where you're going, Tiger, priority number 1 is winning this football game. You don't have to worry about that other one going on across the way at Westridge.
Absolutely. All you have to do is take care of business on the football field. It means that you play next week's game at home, and if you lose, you're playing on the road for Dobyns-Bennett.
Yes.
Now, if Science Hill loses, they go to...
Science Hill can lose and still stay home. That's
the only one.
They have an extra cushion that Dobyns-Bennett does not have tonight because of that, yes.
So, I mean, it's like I said, we can't state it. We're not overstating the fact to say everything's on the line, for these teams. Because if you're going on the road, it means you've got a very difficult first-round playoff game in a very difficult location against a very good team. And
and ultimately you win your Region 1 champs, and that's what it's all about. I mean, that's what your ultimate goal is.
Questions about how that tiebreaker plays out in the event of a Dobyns-Bennett win and a Westridge win. Dobyns-Bennett and Science Hill will be tied for 1 and 2, and Dobyns-Bennett would advance because Dobyns-Bennett beat Science Hill. If Dobyns-Bennett and Westridge both win, Dobyns-Bennett advances. Obviously, if Dobyns-Bennett and Jefferson County win, then you have a 3-way tie at the top at 3-1 records. Everybody beat everybody else. Everybody's 1-1 against the other 2. So then the next tiebreaker is the total amount of overall wins. Dobyns-Bennett in that situation will have 8. Jefferson County would have 7. Science Hill would have 6. That's Dobyns-Bennett number 1. That does not make Jefferson County number 2, as I've seen in another publication down the road. What it does at that point, once you decide the number 1 being Dobyns-Bennett, you go back to head-to-head. Science Hill beat Jefferson County. They would be 2. Jefferson County would be 3. Westridge could finish as high as 2 tonight if Dobyns-Bennett loses. Westridge, by their tiebreakers, would get up to the number 2 spot. That's how Dobyns-Bennett would fall out of a home playoff game. So it's convoluted. There's all kinds of different scenarios, but the one that matters is winning this game, and then nothing else. You know, as the great Metallica once sang, nothing else matters.
Yeah, or the great Al Davis, just win, baby.
Just win, baby. So anyway, that's how that breaks down. Of course, you mentioned Coach Stacy Carter, whom I have known forever now. It's hard to believe that he and I go back almost 20 years when we were doing TV shows when he was coaching Sullivan South High School. But Coach Stacy Carter in Science Hill's most recent win over Jefferson County, that was his 90th victory at Science Hill. He's the Toppers' all-time winningest coach now with 90 wins. Coach Carter spent 6 years at Sullivan South and went 63-15. And he's now 90 wins at Science Hill, now 153-61 in his 18th year overall as a head coach. And that is a football head coach. Mm-hmm. Okay, don't forget that he was a baseball head coach at Sullivan East and took the Patriots to the state tournament.
Well, that's Steve, that's what I was going to tell you. I've known him back. I was a varsity baseball official, and the first time I ever met Stacy Carter was a head coach at Sullivan East. And I didn't realize how much he knew about DB football. I mean, about football, high school in general, just because what a head coach he was in baseball. I mean, when I heard he was going to head coach at South, I thought, this baseball guy's going to South? Well, I tell you what, he showed me what he knew about football.
He was also an assistant at Sullivan East under Ralph Nelson, who's now an assistant at Science Hill. And then he came to Sullivan South. He was an assistant under Jeremy Jenkins. Jenkins 1 year at South. Stacy became the head coach after that, I believe, for 6 years. Sam Haney was on his staff. He's an assistant coach at Science Hill now after spending a head coach at South following Stacy.
Right, and he was previously an assistant at Dobyns-Bennett.
Previously an assistant at Dobyns-Bennett. Scott Nelson, Ralph's brother, who was a head coach at Sullivan Central, is now on Science Hill's staff. Wes Jones, who came from Hardin Valley, was a head coach there, is on Science Hill's staff. And they've just got head coaches and ties to everywhere, and you can see why Science Hill's program has risen to the level it has. It starts with Stacy Carter, but it includes everybody on that staff.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, they've got a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, a lot of coaching intelligence in their locker room, and it has paid dividends for the Hilltoppers over the past several years.
As you know, this is the 100th anniversary of Dobyns-Bennett football, 100th year of Dobyns-Bennett football, the 1,098th game in Dobyns-Bennett football history. The Indians are 812, 257, and 28, the 26th winningest high school football team in this great nation. Only 38 programs have reached the 800-win plateau. Dobyns-Bennett is one of those. The Big East Conference title, region title last year was the 50th in Dobyns-Bennett football history. That's one every 2 years by my math. It's pretty good.
Very good.
We want to get that a little less than 1 under 2 years tonight by getting title number 51 tonight against the Science Hill Hilltoppers.
Better than 50%.
Better than 50%. All right, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we're going to hear from your head coach, Joey Christian. Todd Freeman had a chance to spend some time with him on the field before we went on the air, and we'll have that interview with Coach Christian on the other side of this timeout. This is Dobyns-Bennett Indian football. We're back in 2 minutes on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Junior 43, Lehman. Cornerback, senior number 1, Cutliff. Senior number 2, Kevin Aldridge. At safety, senior number 8, Swift. Senior 19, Heiss. Punter, senior number 11, Jackson Diamond. Kicker, senior 35, West Lexington Ring. For Johnson City on offense, center, junior, number 53, Hensley. Right guard, senior, number 50, Nelson. Left guard, sophomore, number 51, Hill. Right tackle, senior, number 56, Riddle. Left tackle, senior, 52, Payne. H-back or tight end, senior, 43, Kate Fleeland. Wide receivers, senior, number 1, Cutliff. Senior 22, Torben. Senior number 14, Torben. At running back, senior number 7, Brock. At quarterback, senior number 11, Diamond. Head coach, Stacy Carter. Now here's the starting lineup for your Dobyns-Bennett Indians team, number 101. Defensive starters. At defensive end, senior number 34, Blake Dunford. And senior number 59, Blake Dockery. Defensive tackles, senior number 78, Aseka Capimo. And junior 71, Trace Benedict. Linebackers, sophomore number 37, Branson Carswell. Senior number 8, Levi Evans. And senior 22, Hayden Shearer. Quarterback, sophomore, Jaron Sensabaugh, number 33. Sophomore, number 20, Nigel Vidal. At safeties, junior, number 23, Colton Weiniger. And junior, number 18, Caleb Baker. On special teams, long snapper, junior, number 1, Kevin.
We just talked about out there. It's hard to believe it's week 11.
I'm telling you, it's. I said it seems like just yesterday, last week, that we were in Stone Castle. It was August the 20th. We had our first game, and it's going to be the first game with all the fans back and things like that. And man, I'm telling you, it's exciting. Anytime, it's just been such a good group of kids, such a group that that has been fun to be around. A very coachable bunch of kids. So whenever you see things like that, it just the time flies.
Well, Coach, we are here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. We do have our biggest rival coming in. Johnson City Hilltoppers are coming in here, and it's basically for all the marbles.
Well, it's what it's supposed to be, right?
Yep.
It's Kingsport, Johnson City, Dobyns-Bennett, Science Hill, and the Region 1 championships on the line. I dare say that, 3-4 months ago, matter of fact, I know nobody gave these kids a chance. Nobody gave this program a chance. Nobody thought we would be here. Nobody thought we'd be in that situation. And outside, I told the kids that yesterday. And outside the people on this field that was out here, nobody thought that. I told them their parents had to think that because they're their parents. But it's such a testament to them, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And I couldn't be more happy for our guys and our coaches.
Coach, after this long season, you take your program. I think your football team knows their identity and knows what they have to do to win this football game.
Well, I mean, for sure. I'm not sure sometimes what our identity is. I don't know if we've been able to establish a true identity, but we certainly got to be efficient in our offense. We've got to first downs have got to be productive for us. We can't get ourselves in second and longs and third and longs. With the weather, what they say it's going to be, that makes that even more potentially, more difficult at those times. So, we need to run it. We need to be able to run the football when we need to run the football. But, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how we'll do that tonight. It's such a big, imposing down three that they have. They rotate a lot of guys in there, but a lot of those guys that they rotate are just big kids. They're just big kids. 73, 77, 79 are just all really 55s even big, are big kids. And, we've struggled against defensive fronts that had a little size this year. Morristown East, Davy Crockett, Jeff County. We struggled sometimes moving those guys. So, we're going to have to, there's a potential that we'll have to lean on our passing game a little bit. And, but I got confidence in, confidence in our two quarterbacks. I got confidence for sure in all of our wide receivers that we can, get up and do what we need to do and be ready for a good game here at 7 o'clock.
Coach, I know it's a lot about the X's and O's, but I tell you what, if the weatherman is right, maybe the most important guy on the field might be your ball boys.
For sure. It's those guys that do our balls maybe we gotta get dry balls in as best as you can, and and eventually come second quarter able to. There's no such thing as a dry ball. You just gotta, you gotta be able to play with it. You gotta be able to, it's just another external factor that you got to overcome. The rain's not going to. I mean, is it going to affect what goes on in the white lines? I mean, it might, but you got to make sure it don't. I trust our guys. I trust everybody that they'll do. We just got to make sure that's just one more external factor that we don't let affect us in a negative way.
Coach, how hard is it to keep your team kind of in the X's and O's and playing the game with the weather, the rivalry, what's on the line? I mean, there's a lot of factors that affects the X's and O's.
Well, there is. And, I've challenged them in that. I thought in the West Ridge game, we didn't handle that very well. Too many selfish penalties, too many stupid penalties and things like that. We've obviously got to, I hope we've learned our lesson from that game. But you're right. It's one more thing. We've got, last year we had a couple of, against these guys, we had a couple of, selfish penalties and whatnot that really hurt us at some very important times. So, we can't let that happen. We need to not let that happen. And I hope we've learned from our mistakes on that.
Coach, this time of year, nobody's 100% healthy, but really coming into week 11 and where your football's team, you're really in pretty good shape with that.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with where we are there. We're as healthy as we've been. It's just so great last week to have Ryder Brown back. He's only played, this will be his third game all year. He played the first game against Tennessee High, and then he played last week against Oak Ridge, and then tonight against Science Hill. Shoot, man, if he's going to play in 3 games, I guess those would be the 3 to play in. We didn't have it worked out that way. But, yeah, it's great to have him back. There's always somebody. I mean, like you said, nobody's 100% at this time. It's football, man. There's a ding, a bang, a scrape, a cut, or something that's always going to bother you. But listen, Kevin Tribbett and Bree Branson, they do such a great job, and the medical staff, the doctors that we have that come in, 3 days a week and work with our guys. We're as good as we can be, and I'm really happy about that.
Coach, for your football team to be successful tonight, what's the one thing that you all control that you've got to do well?
We've got to be able to, we need to get pressure on Diamond, but we got to be able to hold him in the pocket too. Last year we did get pressure on him, but, Lord, he just escaped us and was able to make big plays. He does such a good job. He's so athletic of escaping us once again. That's just an athlete, just doing what he does, but he does such a good job of having his eyes. He don't bring his eyes down on the rush. He's got his eyes downfield, and, he's able to get the ball out and make some plays and do some things there. So we need to manage our pass rush with a little bit of discipline, a little bit of control, and that we're not just totally out of sorts. That when we get there, that we get him down.
Coach, I know if you're not looking forward to this game, you're not looking forward to any game.
This is what it's about, right? This is like we said. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be team sport in Johnson City, Dobyns-Bennett, and Science Hill. Last game of the year for all the marbles for Region 1 supremacy, and that's what it's going to be. That's what it's supposed to be. And our kids have worked so hard, and they put themselves in that position for that to happen. And but so is Science Hill. They've done the same thing. So couldn't be better. Couldn't be more happy about that. We just got to obviously hearing about probably an hour, a little less than an hour from this. We've got to be able to go out and make it happen.
Coach, the gang at ESPN Tri-Cities wish you luck, and we'll talk to you at halftime.
All right. Look forward to it. I told the kids all week, listen, everything that you want, everything that we ever talked about from July, we started in May, from the end of May, and at 7 o'clock in the morning, coming and to all these workouts, everything that we wanted, Todd, it's right there. All you got to do is just reach out and grab it. Just reach out and grab it. It's right there. So we appreciate y'all's support. I just can't tell you how much we do, and we're looking forward to a good game, and we'll see you then. Roll Tribe.
Roll Tribe, Coach.
All right, thank you very much, Todd Freeman. Great interview with your head coach, Joey Christian, coaching tonight against Science Hill for the 4th time. He's 1-2 in his 3 games, and you could definitely tell elements were alive and well an hour ago, and they've not gotten progressively better since then. As it was windy then, and it's now raining and windy here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with a look at the starting lineups. When we return, this is Dobyns-Bennett Indian Football. We're back in 2 minutes on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Indian Nation, tonight is senior night at Dobyns-Bennett High School, and we're proud to recognize our senior members of football, cheer, spirit shakers, and Air Force Junior ROTC programs. Our senior members of football team number 101 under the direction of head coach Joey Christian. Number 8, Levi Evans, son of George and Kim Evans. Number 10, Ishawn Graves, son of Shayna Graves and Mark Ballinger. Number 14, Brady Hostler, son of Leanne Hostler and Matthew Hostler. Number 22, Hayden Shearer, son of Darren and Kendall Shearer.
All right, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Senior night activities down below on the field. You can see those if you're tuned in to the live stream. 19 Dobyns-Bennett senior football players, senior cheerleaders also being honored, senior spirit shakers as well. A plethora of student athletes and their families on the field. Speaking of the live stream, Tiger, tell us about our great friends at Spivey, King and Spivey, for making it happen tonight.
Absolutely. If you are enjoying the live stream, you can thank the fine folks at Spivey, King and Spivey. It's a general practice law firm focusing on criminal defense and family law issues. The firm serves the Tri-Cities area in Kingsport, Johnson City, Bristol, also the surrounding, including Rogersville, Elizabeth, Irwin, and Mountain City. Provide 75 years of combined experience in matters dealing with criminal law, divorce, custody, business disputes, personal injury, workers' compensation, construction, civil litigation, medical malpractice. Spivey, King and Spivey combines decades of trial experience in criminal and civil matters with energy and perseverance, which are demanded in today's modern legal environment. Call 423-245-4185 to schedule your appointment today. We thank the folks at Spivey, King and Spivey.
Spivey, King and Spivey, thank you very much.
Gotta love live radio. Tiger, if you'll do your microphone the same way, how would you do Steve's? I'll fix that. Thank you.
All right, meanwhile, we'll start and tell you about the Science Hill starting lineup in this 100th game between Dobyns-Bennett and Science Hill. On the line, as we mentioned, the Region 1 6A championship, the Appalachian Orthopedics ESPN Pride Bowl trophy, and of course the #1 seed in the upcoming playoffs. The Science Hill starting offensive line at left tackle, Parker Payne, 6 feet 220, a senior. Left guard, Bryson Hill, 6'1", 264, a sophomore. The center is Kellen Hensley, 5'7", 275, a junior. Right guard is Tyler Nelson, 5'10", 250, a senior. Right tackle, LeBron Riddle, 6'1", 275, a senior. 3 seniors, 1 3-year starter. That is the junior Hensley at center, who has been entrenched at center since he stepped foot on campus. Also, the right guard, Tyler Nelson, is the son of assistant coach Scott Nelson, and of course the nephew of assistant coach Ralph Nelson. And I know talking to Coach Christian this week at the Golden Corral, he was talking about the difference in Science Hill's program has a lot to do with how they play at the line of scrimmage. That used to be predominantly where Dobyns-Bennett had a significant advantage over the Hilltoppers, but you brought in the likes of Coach Nelson, both Nelsons, Coach Beck, and also now assistant coach Sam Haney. And the topper line can stack up with anybody, Tiger.
Absolutely. And, if you get that bunch of coaches together, they're going to find them some linemen, and they're going to coach them up, and they're going to do the right thing. And they've certainly got some quality guys there. They've got some senior-laden leadership there, and they've got great size on both offensive and defensive lines. And that's you heard Coach Christian allude to that. They play well up there, and our Indians have their work cut out for them tonight to try to create disruption against their offensive line and get some pressure on their quarterback Jackson Diamond.
Diamond, 5'11", 180, a senior, has thrown for over 2,000 yards for a second straight season. Remember, only 9 games last year for Science Hill. They were not able to play in their playoff game at Maryville due to COVID. They've played 9 games thus far this year. And guess what? He's thrown for 2,000 yards. So he's been very productive. Can also, Todd, make things happen with his feet. And in your interview with Coach Christian, he said, no, it's very, very important that, 1, we get some pressure on Diamond, but 2, contain him when the pressure does get there.
Well, yeah, we're have to. And, guys, I'm playing double duty. I'm helping our buddy Alan Green with
yes,
keeping him dry. But we are going to have to get pressure. But, Steve, it's the kind of pressure that we'll have to do on him is we got to get our rushing lanes. That means we can't get too far up the field to let him get free. So that's a big tall order tonight for this Dobyns-Bennett Indian football team.
We can see you on the live stream holding the umbrella and talking intelligently on radio. Very well done.
Semi-intelligent.
Science Hill tonight will be without senior running back Baylor Brock. Brock came down with the case of mono earlier this week. It's not been well publicized. He's not been out there warmed up. I'm just going to tell you behind the scenes, I got some notes that said he wasn't going to play. That's a significant loss for Science Hill, and I'm disappointed that he can't play. This is a big game. He's been looking forward to this all year long.
Sure.
But some of the conversations I've had with some people, he understands the big picture. And so he's going to be at home probably listening and watching tonight. So, Baylor, we wish you well, speedy recovery. He's going to have a chance to play football at the next level, I believe. But it's a significant loss in the running game for Science Hill. He's an outstanding running back, power and speed.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're a senior, all rivalries aside, if you're an athlete, you're a student athlete at one of these institutions, you want to be able to come out here and play this game. And so, we'll pray for him, pray that he gets healthy quickly and gets back on his feet, because they'll need him regardless of what happens tonight in a playoff run.
Cade Fleeman, 5'10", 190 senior, is expected to start in his spot. Now, Fleeman also starts at linebacker. He's played a lot of H-back and fullback as well. You'll see A.J. Martin back there some. And don't forget, I think you'll see some design runs for quarterback Jackson Diamond tonight as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you want to create as much disruptive opportunities and plays as you possibly can in order to we're visited him by the great Jeff Luthke here in the booth. We want to create as many disruptive plays as you can create. And if you can have a quarterback that's as mobile as Diamond, then you want to create some opportunities for him. You want to get him out of the pocket. We want to not make him comfortable back there. He loves to throw the ball. We want to move him out of the pocket. And so you're going to have to both get him off his spot, but contain him so that he doesn't tear you up with his feet.
And guys, that's something to watch. You're talking about one of their linebackers has had to pick up some significant snaps off of the offensive side of the ball. We saw what that did for our running game a couple of weeks ago, and so that's something to keep an eye on tonight.
The wide receiver position, and that's really where Science Hill's had quite the advantage athletically on Dobyns-Bennett in recent years, and that's been a difference in the game. Their ability to get guys open and the ability to only have to put 2 and 3 guys in the route and max protect for their quarterback against what great defenses Dobyns-Bennett has brought to the table. They've got some great receivers again this year. Start with the Torbett Cousins Jack, 5'11", 170, maybe the fastest guy on Science Hill's team. Then Cole Torbett, 5'10", 170, a senior. He is committed. He's a left-handed pitcher, committed to play baseball at Middle Tennessee State University. They've got A.J. Martin, 5'9", 155, a senior. Tyler Moon, 5'8", 150, a junior. Macias Rowe, 6'2", 175, a senior. And then this year, here comes Kenyon Cullen, 6'3", 175 basketball player. He's got multiple basketball offers. King University has offered him. He can jump out of the gym. I've seen him play basketball for years, and he just rolls right in, Tiger. He starts on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Just an athlete that came out to play football, and he made a huge difference for Science Hill.
Well, you know, they seem to find those guys year in and year out that are just freakish guys. They've got good size. They've got good speed. They've got good hops. And they seem to always have a couple of those 2 or 3 guys every year that you just shudder as an opponent when the ball comes near them because they are capable at any moment to break a long one.
And, you know, I remember a former coach here, we used to talk about athletes playing other sports. And I said, you know, Coach, what do you think about a basketball player that can flat out play, or a baseball player, or anything else? He said, if they can play 3 sports, they can play football because that means they can get it done.
That's exactly right. Defensively for Science Hill in that 3-4 alignment. Ben O'Daniel at defensive end, 6'1", 200 junior. Nose tackle, Levante Daniel, 6 feet, 291, a senior. And Brent Ball, 6'1", 309, a senior. They'll have Daniel at 291, Ball at 309. They'll also roll in their senior Jordan Faulkner Kidd at 6'2", 330. That's nearly 1,000 pounds, Tiger, on that defensive front. And, oh, by the way, that's just 3 guys.
Yeah, it's a lot of beef right there, a lot of meat on the hook right there that for the Hilltoppers. And that's what Coach Christian was talking about. You know, we are not overpowering. We don't have humongous size on our offensive line. We've got great strength. We've got great technique players, but there's just so much you can do unless you have perfect technique against a kid that's 330, you know, against a kid that's 291, against a kid that's 309. I mean, that's literally almost half a ton of people up there.
You know, you talk about that, Tiger. I think what would be the perfect scenario is you might not be able to push him off his spot, but don't let him off that spot. You know, if we can at least compete at the line of scrimmage and not let that bunch, that heavy set, get back there in the backfield, I think you can say that you can have success.
Yeah, a lot of times you can just screen a guy. You know, you just meet him in the hole, you wall him off, and you let your backs, you know, cut one way or the other. You know, because you have that size, you're not going to be, you know, unless you're a D1 prospect, you're not going to have great speed. And so sometimes you can use your technique and your speed you know, to your strength and just screen the guy off, give your halfback an opportunity to cut one way or the other.
And, you know, if you get him moving one way, use his weight against him. Oh, yeah. You know, make him go farther. So definitely I think that will be something to watch early on of how this defensive line for Science Hill controls the line of scrimmage.
What they do is they take up space and they allow these inside linebackers, Justice Sutton, 5'9", 195, and Fleeman, 5'10", 190, a senior. Those are 2 of the hardest hitting linebackers you will see on any high school football team. Those guys, the outside guys, are Devin Medina, 6 feet, 205, a junior, and Clayton Ball, 5'11", 185, a senior. But Sutton and Fleeman, you're going to have to get a hat on those guys, or it's going to be a long night offensively trying to run the football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you want to get to the second level. When you get there, you better be ready because those guys are going to bring it. They're going to try to lay the wood to you.
And, you know, Tiger, with them only running 3 down, you're hoping that with the bigger guys that our line can get some one-on-one blocking and be somewhat successful to where you could get some of those bigger linemen down the field and get a hat on some of those linebackers in the secondary.
And Science Hill fan, that was your Bart Lyon behind us there. He's trying to make a cameo on the live stream standing behind us. So we appreciate he and Kyle Cooper being here tonight for Science Hill Radio. They do a great job on our sister station.
Sneaking over here.
Bart Lyon is getting in the picture of everybody before the night's over with. Let's just call it like it is.
The defensive backs for Science Hill, Cullip starts both ways. Kevin Aldridge at one corner, 5'10", 160, a senior. And the safeties are Jaden Swift, 6 feet, 180, a senior, and Jeremiah Heiss, 5'11", 172. Coach Christian had significant praise for both of those safeties, guys. Their ability to cover, their ability to run, their ability to hit, support the run. Heiss has got several interceptions this year, I know, as a matter of fact. Cutlip has several interceptions as well. So it's an outstanding Science Hill defense. It's allowed only 28 points over its last 3 games. They shut out Jefferson County. Yes, I know Jefferson County quarterback got hurt early, but we saw the Patriots. They have some weapons, and they didn't score on this Science Hill defense.
Yeah, and they've got great length. You know, they don't have elite length there, but at 6 feet 5'11", you know, you're in high school, you know, you're above average. And so, I mean, they give you good speed. They give you good length. They're both seniors. They just do a tremendous job. And you've got to really mind your P's and Q's. You've got to run your routes well. Our quarterbacks have to recognize where those guys are on the field, because they will come up and they'll take the ball away from you if you're not careful.
Yeah, you got to be careful. And that's in a game like this with the weather and everything. I think a turnovers is going to be huge, and you've got to not let them create those turnovers.
Let's flip our handy-dandy charts, boys and girls, and we'll go to the Dobyns-Bennett starting unit. As we'll start on the offensive line at left tackle, Tommy Sexton, 6 feet 1, 243, a senior. Ryder Brown, back from the injury last week, 6'4", 245, a junior. Carson Christian at center, 6'2", 258, a junior. Carden McVeigh at right guard, 5'10", 215, a junior. And John Tebow at 6'3", 222, a senior. Sexton at left tackle, the only senior, but you heard the weights. 243, 245, 256, 215, 222. Those are still big boys in my opinion.
Yeah.
But when you look at that Science Hill defensive line, you see what kind of difference. You know, that's 70, 80 pounds per man.
Yeah.
On the difference there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but the good thing for the Indians is this: they are healthy. You know, knock on wood.
Yeah.
You know, they are healthy. Ryder Brown played the first game of the year, won the Beef Boys Award for that game. Was hurt, did not play again till last week, and this will be his 3rd game, as you heard Coach Christian say. He's a tremendous left guard. He does have good size, 6'4", 245, very smart. Each one of those guys has great technique, great strength. They play well together as a unit, and they've really done some amazing things considering their age, considering their size against some of the competition they've faced this year. And I wouldn't discount these guys in this battle, even though they're outsized. You know, a lot of times it's in a game like this, it's how much heart you bring to the table, and I'd go to war with those guys.
And Tiger, I think, you know, this offensive line's played very, very well this year, especially with all the losses on the offensive line from last year. But I think this group just gets more confidence when Ryder Brown's out there. It's just kind of like they know where they need to be. They know to follow him. And I just think it's that, you know, he's Coach Christian's talked about Brown's definitely their best lineman, but I think he just makes everybody better on the offensive line when he's out there.
Yeah, it's very good play.
Dobyns-Bennett will see both quarterbacks tonight. Jake Carson, 6'6", 215. Noah Blankenship, the left-hander, 6'2", 172, both juniors. The two this year have combined to complete 112 passes out of 190 attempts for 1,638 yards and 20 touchdowns on the season. Both, I think, very effective. Thought Blankenship was the more effective last week. He got the most snaps. It's kind of the way it works, is you kind of see which one of them has the odd hand, and then they kind of play it there. I think it's somewhat scripted initially, but the effectiveness of each player, each quarterback, then kind of affects the way the rest of the game is called. At running back, Dobyns-Bennett, again, multiple players there. Multiple players at the wide receiver position have made plays. Dobyns-Bennett's got about 4 guys that have combined for about 1,300 yards on the ground. 8 different receivers have caught 5 catches or more. Jonathan Gillespie, 5'7", 143, and Hayden Shear, 5'11", 180, a senior. The 2 leading receivers, Hayden Russell at 5'11", 158, a junior, the other receiver. The running backs, Ashawn Graves, about 600 yards on the ground, leads the way, the 5'7", 165 senior. You'll also see Andrew Myers back there, 6 feet, 166, a junior, and Caleb Baker at 5'10", 158, a senior. At tight end and H-back will be Ben Phillips, 6'1", 225, a senior. Nathan Sun, 6'1", 180, a senior. And the fullback will be Levi Evans back in there, and he's had, 10 rushes for about 6 touchdowns on the season. 5 catches for 3 touchdowns on the season, the leading scorer for Dobyns-Bennett. Let's look at the Indian starting lineup. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We play the national anthem here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Dobyns-Bennett defensive unit up next. We're back in 2 minutes right here on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Good call, Steve. I thought with the park.
Indian Nation, last weekend, the Dobyns-Bennett Marching Band performed at the Western Carolina University Tournament of Champions. Dobyns-Bennett's band was first place in the preliminary competition.
All right, welcome back to a soggy J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Steve Wilmer, Tiger Brooks, Todd Freeman. Let's take a look now at the Dobyns-Bennett Indian defense. Defensive end Blake Dunford, 6'4", 211, a senior. Defensive tackle Asika Capimo, 6'3", 261, a senior. Defensive tackle Trace Benedict, 6 feet 203, a senior. And defensive end Blake Dockery, 6 feet 203, a senior. You will also see at defensive end Chris Harris, 6'3", 200, junior. A defensive tackle Colin Shell, 6 feet 218, a sophomore. Nicholas McVeigh, 5'11", 254, a sophomore. Garrett Crowder, 6 feet 220, and a sophomore as well. So we've had some injuries at the defensive line. Benedict has slid inside. But overall, the injuries and some guys missing have led to some opportunities for some other kids to step up. The depth chart at defensive line for Dobyns-Bennett is as deep as I can remember it in my 11 years doing this. Now, you're going to roll about 9 defensive linemen in through the course of the football game.
Yeah, it's one of the things that really has separated Dobyns-Bennett from a lot of the teams that they've played this year in the depth on both sides of the ball. Not a tremendous amount of athletes going both ways. Again, a late October game here with temperatures what they are, not as important as, previous, in August games, early September games. However, I think because you have the depth, you can roll so many more people in and keep those guys fresh. You create opportunities to get some pressure on the quarterback because you don't have to save anything in the tank. You can let it all out because you've got some guys that can spell you, and that's a big deal for Dobyns-Bennett. It's something that you've already indicated. You've got a kid that's playing both ways for Science Hill tonight. He's going to be running the ball. He's going to play middle linebacker. 2 huge, very active roles, and it's that bodes well for us. Because you create a depth, and it's not just depth for the sake of depth. It's depth with kids that can really play. They've got a lot of experience, and it's going to be good to see how that experience comes to bear tonight against the Hilltoppers.
And Tiger, Steve, you talk about a night like tonight. The temperature's not an issue, but the wetness of it, you get heavier, you get soggy. The adrenaline of the rivalry, the game that's going on, and everything else. This will be a tiring type of football game for these athletes.
At linebacker, Branson Carswell, 6 feet 184, a sophomore. Linebacker Levi Evans, 6'3", 210, a senior. Those are the two leading tacklers on Dobyns-Bennett team. Carswell has 85 to go with 3 tackles for loss and 4 sacks. I think that's actually should be 7 overall tackles for loss. In my experience in the college football press box, tackles for loss and quarterback sacks are not differentiated.
Right.
So quarterback sacks also counts as tackles for loss. Anyway, my 2 cents worth there. Evans, 84 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 3 quarterback sacks. Dunford has 10 quarterback hurries. Trace Benedict has 5 tackles for loss, but Evans had 14 tackles in his return last week against Oak Ridge, and that's the most since last year. Somebody had 15 tackles for Dobyns-Bennett in a football game that was Philip Armitage against Cleveland in the playoff game. So quite the effort by Levi. The outside linebacker is Hayden Shear, 5'11", 180, a senior. The defensive backs, sophomores at the corners, Jaron Sensabaugh, Nigel Vidal. Those 2 guys are going to get tested tonight from Science Hill. The first thing that coaching staff did is they look at these starters and they say, oh, sophomore corner. We're going after those guys.
Yeah.
The safeties are juniors, Caleb Baker and Colt Weiniger, 5'10", 158 for Baker, 6'4". That's tall safety for Dobyns-Bennett, and Weiniger at 167. So let's look at the Indian defense, which has been really good.
Yeah.
Just allowed 10 points to an Oak Ridge team that's very explosive last week. They had athletes all over the field. Kind of mirrors what Science Hill has tonight. So I think that kind of bodes well for Dobyns-Bennett's defense and how they played at Oak Ridge last week.
Absolutely. And, you look at them, Carswell and Evans are names that Evans we've heard for a number of years now. Carswell is a sophomore, and he has exploded on the scene this year, and we get to watch him for 2 more years. They're just tremendous athletes. Both of them play great at linebacker. They will be ranging all over the field tonight. Hayden Shear does a tremendous job from his outside linebacker position. He's very disruptive. But when you see Sensabaugh, I mean, Kingsport fans know you don't really need to say a whole lot more. He's got some youth. He's only a sophomore, but he's got great instincts, and he's going to be great. Vidal brings 6'2" to the table, and that's something that's going to be key going up against some tall athletes for the Hilltoppers. And so, those guys, that back end, though they have been tested at times and we've had a few busts this year, they've played fairly solidly all year long. And tonight they're going to have to play great technique. They are going to have to really understand alignment, assignment, all those kinds of things. And it's going to be interesting to see how our defensive back end stacks up against the Hilltopper wide receivers.
As Dobyns-Bennett makes its way through the tunnel. Todd, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say on the defense, I think those sophomores has been the reason why Dobyns-Bennett is in this position to win a Region 1 championship. And it starts with Carswell. Guys, we knew Carswell was going to be a great football player, but think about this. 11 weeks ago, week 1, Tennessee High, he was our defensive player of the game.
No question about it. And tonight's special teams as Dobyns-Bennett and Science Hill make their way onto the playing surface down below. Special teams played a huge role in this game last year. Tonight, the balls are wet. The balls are heavy. We watched them in pregame. They weren't going anywhere, Tiger.
Absolutely dead.
So Titan Thomas, the Dobyns-Bennett place kicker, has been so effective. Great Manning had a great night punting against Oak Ridge last week. Long snapper Cannon Mullins for Dobyns-Bennett. That's going to be key. And meanwhile, for Science Hill, can you say this guy's name? Wes Leixenring, I think. I'm doing my best, folks. But he's an outstanding kicker and punter, too, for Science Hill. But special teams tonight, neither team can afford to make a mistake in the kicking game, for that's where the breaks and the games are won.
For this is where the breaks are made. Amen. I mean, Coach Christians coaches the special teams. We have historically really done a great job covering kickoffs. Kickoff returns have been really, really good over the past couple of years. And they, as you indicated, I think very rightly so, tonight's going to be huge on the special teams front. You've got to get your breaks wherever you can get them. In the special teams, even on a rainy, cold night, you want to have the edge there.
Well, guys, you're talking about the weather. I've been down here since we got on the air. I told you, I said, hey, I'm on that sideline where I'm going. Umbrella, rain jacket. weatherproof golf shoes and everything else. I've stayed pretty dry. Everything else hasn't. And so to say it's going to be a soggy night, the weatherman's right. It's going to keep this up. It's been a steady rain the whole time, and there's no question about it that we're not going to get a break. You can see in the lights, rain's just still steadily coming down. You're just going to have to play through it.
Dobyns-Bennett captains tonight: Levi Evans, Tommy Sexton, Hayden Shear, and also Braden Varney, captains for the Indians. Coming from the opposite side for Science Hill, there is Baylor Brock, who is not dressed out, but he is here. Jackson Diamond as well, and also for Science Hill, Cade Fleeman and Justice Sutton, captains. And while we got a minute, we do want to welcome in anybody from the Science Hill side of things tonight who might be listening in, as we appreciate you joining us here on the live stream. Do understand that we are the voice of the Indians. And Dobyns-Bennett also has a jersey out there, Tiger, number 66. That's Colin Shell's jersey. And I'm not sure of the significance of that. Maybe Todd can help us out on the sideline as why the Indians have that jersey out at midfield with the captain. So if something's happened there, I'm unaware of it, Tiger.
Right, and I'm with you.
So anyway, we appreciate all fans from all sides listening in and watching in. I'm sure that's happening tonight on this rainy night. We'd rather have you here, but we understand if you don't want to brave the elements. My salute to those from both sides who are braving the elements tonight.
Yeah, and yeah.
Well, I will tell you, braving the elements is we have the student body section as always, guys. They are full, and we got some fans kind of still rolling in here. So
it's a smattering.
On the kickoff, on the coin toss, Dobyns-Bennett defers to the second half. They win the toss, and Science Hill will receive. Science Hill will receive and defend the baseball end of the stadium. Dobyns-Bennett will kick off and defend the scoreboard end of the stadium here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. So for the 100th time, it's Dobyns-Bennett and Science Hill, and also on the line, the Appalachian Orthopedics Pride Bowl Trophy, which is in the house somewhere. Each team that wins the year before gets to keep that trophy for the next calendar year until the teams meet again. And then
it's a traveling trophy.
It's a traveling trophy, yes. And there will be a presentation on the field of that trophy after the game. And so for Dobyns-Bennett, it will be the Indians kicking off. Titan Thomas, I'm sure, will take the ball and come over here to the right hash mark and kick it off from there. Science Hill already with two back deep. And one for Science Hill back deep is Tyler Moon, and the other is Jack Torbett. Moon on the near side here, Torbett on the far side. And there is Thomas kicking, getting ready to kick off from the right hash mark. Dobyns-Bennett's all maroon tonight with those gray numerals trimmed in white. Science Hill all white with slightly different shade of maroon numerals trimmed in their mustard-colored off color for Science Hill. So it's Dobyns-Bennett, Science Hill, edition number 100. How many have you seen, Tiger Brooks?
Oh, my. That's a good question. A bunch.
A bunch. So wherever you are around the world tonight on ESPN Tri-Cities, 94.3 FM, 1400 AM, ESPNTriCities.com, the TuneIn app, or on the live stream. It's Tribe time here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. It is Moon at the 5, trying to get back to the center of the field. 10-15, breaks a tackle. Moon tripped up as he gets across the 30 to the 35. So Science Hill wear verse there, and Dobyns-Bennett's kickoff approach, trying to get to the opposite side and beat the coverage, and Moon nearly did it. A big return out to the 37.
He did. I think Moon was slowed down. He juggled the ball a little bit, kind of helped prevent him from getting across the field in the amount of time that he wanted to get there. Otherwise, he might have been taking it to the house right there.
The clock did not move on that kickoff return. It still says 12 minutes. And the officials are holding up play here, as they, I believe, have noticed that as well. And now they will run off 5 seconds. That was a quick 5. That's a long return to run 5 seconds.
That was about 10 seconds, but who's counting, right?
Yep. Jackson Dobyns, the quarterback for Science Hill, with an empty backfield. 2 to the right, 3 to the left. Torbett including those to the left. Dobyns to throw. Dobyns back to pass. Good protection. Now the protection breaks down at Science Hill. Is sacked. Dobyns is sacked back at the 36 by Dunford. So Dobyns loses a yard. Back to the 36 on the sack by Dunford.
Yeah, just great coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the football, and eventually that pocket just broke down and tackle for a loss, sack for Dobyns-Bennett.
Same formation. In motion is Jack Torbett. Now we have a penalty marker coming in from both sides of the line of scrimmage. Science Hill pointing at Dobyns-Bennett, but it is the Toppers who seem to be backing up. False start on Science Hill. So a 5-yard mark off. Science Hill back to the 31 now, and it's 2nd and 16.
Guys, be careful. The right block is just now open, so I think he just got it closed. He did not.
He did not. Same formation again. 2 to the right, 3 to the left for the Toppers. Indians in a 3-man defensive front. Dobyns rolling to his left. Fires it into the left flat. That ball is going to be incomplete at the 50-yard line. I thought Cole Torbett had it momentarily. Couldn't hang on to it. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 16.
Yeah, that ball kind of floated up. It gave everybody an opportunity to kind of converge on it, and we were able to break up that what should have been a completion right there. I think that just kind of got away from him. It looked like it slipped. Didn't look like it was looked like a duck.
Yeah, that's the wet ball, guys. I've been watching the ball. They had not got a new ball in until just now, so that was definitely what that was.
4 men at the line of scrimmage now for Dobyns-Bennett with another creeping up. Here comes Carswell on the blitz. Dobyns again throws out into the flat, and that's going to be incomplete. Sheer in the coverage. They were trying to get it to Moon, and it was just over the outstretched hands of Moon, incomplete, and it will bring up 4th down for the Toppers.
Well, coming in, everyone was wondering, who gets the advantage in a wet ball game, and I think the consensus was, the Hilltoppers love to throw the ball with Dobyns so much, and I think you just saw, potentially, what could be very difficult for them tonight if that's the case.
Jackson Dobyns is the punter. It's a line drive, bounces at the 40, and then takes a Dobyns-Bennett bounce back upfield to the 41, and that's where Dobyns-Bennett will take over there. That is a 28-yard punt by Dobyns, and give Dobyns-Bennett first down at the 41-yard line.
And Tiger, just like you said, they want to throw the football. They like to throw the football. And like we talked about in the pregame, their best running back is not playing tonight, which just makes you want to throw the football that much more.
Right. And, if you're a Dobyns-Bennett Indian fan, you've got to like that first opening drive defensively. Applied good pressure. You kind of won that one.
Jake Carson in at quarterback for Dobyns-Bennett. Shotgun formation. Ishawn Graves. Hayden Shear in motion. The fake to Graves, who I'm not sure might have gone the other way. I think Carson looked right. Graves might have gone left. A little bit of confusion, and so Carson will just take it forward for a couple of yards.
Yeah, that was a bust in the backfield. I'm not sure who was off on that, but it definitely didn't pan out like it was planned. And he did a good job just getting what he could get right there.
Yeah, I don't think the script called for a quarterback keeper on play number one from Carson. So it is 2nd and 8. Do give Carson credit for getting what he could, Tiger. And avoiding a negative play at least, but it brings up 2nd and 8. Ben Phillips, the H-back to the left for Dobyns-Bennett. Carson gives to Graves going that way. Graves 45, penalty marker down as Graves gets across midfield near first down yardage, but we're going to have a holding call, I think, here, or maybe a chop block on Dobyns-Bennett at the 44. It is, I don't know what that call is.
Chop block. That is a chop block.
Well, normally chop block, you go down below the knees on the indication, you don't beat yourself in the chest.
Well, here's the call. It's Mike. He still can't get his mic on, but guys, it was a chop block, but let's just say this. When the officials got as much clothes on as he's probably got on, he probably can't bend over to his knees.
I got you. See. Graves got a yard to the 44, and then the 15-yard penalty on Dobyns-Bennett, and that's a killer. Takes it all the way back to the 29.
And let's say this, that block, guys, was away from the play. It didn't even have, and that even makes that much worse.
So it is second down and 22 for Dobyns-Bennett. Carson, delayed handoff to Andrew Myers. Myers trying the left side, not much there. Tripped up as he gets to the 33, and there's still a lot of extracurricular activities out there. There's a penalty marker that easily could have been thrown on a topper, but was not. 4 yards for Myers, and it's going to bring up third down and long for Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, it's one of those things, this is the kind of thing that you cannot have in a game like this. You get a great second down run, get you out for a first down, but there's a draw comes back on a penalty, you get behind the sticks, and now you're 3rd and 18 right now. And, what play do you have for 3rd and 18 at this particular area of the field?
Carson pointing to a blitzer to his right. Carson looking. Carson throws complete to Russell. Russell will get it out across the 45 to the 47. That'll be a pickup of 14, but he needed 18.
Yeah, and that was great communication right there. You indicated correctly that he was trying to pick up his blitzers, which he did. Gave him an opportunity to kind of put a great throw there. Good throw and catch, and yet just comes up short.
So Great Manning on the punt for Dobyns-Bennett, averaging right at 37 yards per punt. He has left 5 inside the 20. And it would be nice to make it number 6 on the year as he punts from the 47. Punt is away by Manning. It's a good one. And it drives Science Hill all the way back. Fair catch caught by Cole Torbett at the 12.
Yeah, that was a tremendous punt by Manning. He got a spiral out of it. Got a little length, and that's exactly what you want.
It's a 41-yard punt by Great Manning with 8:36 to go in the first quarter. No score. Science Hill taking over 1st and 10 at its own 12. Last week at Oak Ridge, we didn't have a third possession till the second quarter. Here we are at the third possession, 3.5 minutes in. Diamond brings him back. He has Fleeman as his running back there now to his right. Diamond quarterback draw going right, and quarterback Diamond maybe a yard. So he's tackled over on the right side, I believe by Weinecker.
Number 37.
37 is Carswell.
That's what I was going to say. I don't have my cheat chart out, guys. It's about solved. Hey, guys, on that first down play, just so you know, Dobyns-Bennett was over here, the quarterback and running backs with Coach Joey Christian. We're having plenty of discussions about which way to go.
Yep. So 2nd and 9. Diamond moves Fleeman to his left. 2 wideouts left and right. Indians with a 3-man defensive front. Note that. That's a change schematically for Dobyns-Bennett. Diamond with all kinds of room to throw. Now throws it downfield. The ball's basically up for grabs. That thing floated as well. Sensabaugh back there covering. The pass was intended for Macias Rowe, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that was tremendous coverage right there by Sensabaugh. He's right in his hip pocket. Was able to kind of create disruption right there. Both of them are eligible to make a play on the ball. So, I mean, it was a great play.
3rd and 9. On 3rd and long, last time you got Dockery at one defensive end. You got Capimo and Benedict defensive tackles now. Now Dunford lined up as defensive end as well. Dockery's way out to the left. He's actually in some coverage. Dockery is. Now Diamond throws it long downfield, trying to get Jack Torbett, who comes back and makes the catch, breaks a tackle at the 35, inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Just an underthrown ball that the only receiver knew that it was underthrown.
Yeah, and that was just a situation where the defender was late getting his head around. By the time he got his head around to see that it was underthrown, Torbett had already come up to make a play on the short pass. Just a heads-up play by Torbett puts the Hilltoppers in great field position right here with the first down.
1st and 10 at the Indian 29. It's a gain of 58 yards for the Toppers. Jack Torbett on the reception. And this play, the give was to Fleeman. He's tackled by Levi Evans after a gain of 1. Dunford also in on the tackle. And it's 2nd down and 9. Really unfortunate for Dobyns-Bennett. I mean, they had that thing played well.
Yeah.
And if the ball can get there, it's probably an incompletion because they played it well. But Receiver always seems to have the advantage on the underthrown long ball. There's a pass out on the flat to Jack Torbett. Breaks a tackle. Torbett down the right sideline. Ball is out as he's tackled at the 4. Also penalty flags, 3 of them down as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a block in the back, guys. And Torbett gets up.
Torbett gets up, dragging a right ankle.
Yeah, he was rocked, and he fumbled the ball out of bounds. But it was a clean hit. But it looks like it is coming back on a block in the back.
It will be from the point of the foul, however. Block in the back on Science Hill. And they're going to mark it from the 10 to the 20. So the play gained 18 yards.
I need some help there, Todd. Ref needs some help with the mic.
Yeah, he does. But I tell you what, guys, the bigger thing for Science Hill is not the penalty, but is what kind of shape Talbot is in.
It will be second down for Science Hill. Going right is Fleeman. Fleeman will have a first down as he gets across the 20 down to the 16.
Fleeman on the carry.
Fleeman's kind of coming up a little gimpy too. He's coming off.
He has to come off, so he's hurting as well.
Fleeman with 4 yards. Another first down for Science Hill at the 16-yard line. 6:33 to go first quarter, no score, but the Toppers now in the red zone. New running back in there for Science Hill is Williams. Diamond to throw across the middle, incomplete, penalty flag down again at the 20-yard line. And that's in the area of holding.
Yeah, the pass was off target.
Although Science Hill is saying it's on Dobyns-Bennett.
I don't know what it could be unless it's a hands in the face.
Hands in the face, but all it could be.
Illegal.
Yep.
Holding?
Holding.
Can you have holding on the interior line?
Don't know.
Illegal use of the hands, number 34. Hands to the face.
Hands
That's
to
a
the
10-yard
face.
penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay. Second down.
It's first down.
It's actually first down, and number 2 is that's not the sign for hands to the face. That's a hold.
Yeah.
Bless his heart. It's cold. Anyway.
The penalty is 8 yards on Dobyns-Bennett. Takes it down to the 8-yard line. That will bring up 1st and 2 for Science Hill. So the running back for Science Hill, Giovanni Williams, is a junior. He's in the football game. Officials still congregating across the way. Probably trying to decide what down it is. That was a first down play. And so no official signal, but they called it second down.
Oh, and that's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong. It should be first down. Here's Williams going right. Williams will have a first down, so at the end of the day, it won't matter. Williams for 3 yards, and it's 1st and goal, Science Hill at the 5.
But Steve, make a note of that. That's the second week in a row that they got the downs wrong.
Yeah, Oak Ridge punted on 3rd down last week.
This area in the red zone, it's just a situation where the windows become a lot smaller for a team that likes to throw the ball as much as the Hilltoppers. So, it's going to be interesting to see where they go to now. Under the center with an I formation. That's where they're going.
Rowe and Torbett, I formation. Here's a gift to Fleeman going right. Fleeman hit first under there by Dockery. He'll get maybe a couple or maybe just one to the 4. Shearer cleaned it up. So Fleeman with 1 yard to the 4.
Hilltopper going to the powers set here. See if the Indians can come up strong here.
5:24 to go first quarter, no score. Diamond back in the shotgun. Sutton in there as a fullback to the right. Yeah, here's a fake pitch. Diamond looking in the end zone, nobody open. Here comes the pressure. Diamond rolls away from it. Diamond rolling. There's a illegal block at the 5. That's a blindside block, and there come the penalty markers at the 5-yard line. As coming back to make the block on Evans was Macias Rowe, and I didn't know if they were going to catch that or not, but that's a block that used to be legal in football. It is no longer.
You used to just, you look for opportunities like that to clean somebody's clock, but now it's an illegal block, and they caught it. See what he says here. Never seen that signal before.
We're making up some signals tonight, boys and girls.
One of them hit the other one. I think that signal is what that for.
The flag, they will mark the penalty from the 7. So that should be 15 yards.
Illegal blindside block, number 9. 15-yard penalty from spot to the foul.
And
second down.
It was, Tiger, we can see if we can get that. He's starting to use his mic now, but that was an illegal blindside block is what the official call was.
They marked 16 yards off, too, by the way, from the 7 to the 23. So you'll have to say that's a -4 rush and then a 15-yard penalty. And it takes it all the way back to the 23. It will play 2nd and goal again. And Diamond back to throw. Pass over to the right side intended for Cole Torbett, incomplete.
Yeah, another wet ball issue right there. Just went completely through his hands. 3rd and goal from a very long range here for the Hilltoppers.
Tiger, it ain't just that it's getting wet. The temperature has dropped since kickoff.
4:51 to go. 3rd and goal from the 23 for Science Hill. Diamond, empty backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Indians in a 3-man defensive front. They'll rush 3. Diamond to throw. Going towards the end zone. The man is open down there, and that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown to Kenyon Cutlip. He just got open between 2 Dobyns-Bennett defensive backs back there, and Diamond found him for the 23-yard touchdown on 3rd and goal from the 23.
Yeah, it looked like we had some confusion as to who really had the coverage right there. He just kind of split the defenders back there. Nobody was close by. Just Diamond put it right on him for the Hilltopper touchdown.
So Science Hill goes 88 yards.
And has no kicker.
I don't know if they have a holder or need a kicker or a holder.
I believe it's a holder.
My guess is that potentially Torbett, who was injured, was the holder. And so they'll get Cole Torbett out there to hold on the extra point attempt, which is up. The extra point attempt is good. Your score, 4:43 to go first quarter. Science Hill 7, Dobyns-Bennett nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Jefferson County 12, West Ridge nothing. Farragut 7, Bearden nothing. Bradley Central 7, Maryville 7. Leeson Ring set to kick off. Gillespie and Russell deep for the Indians.
All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Science Hill marches 88 yards in 11 plays, 3 minutes and 53 seconds. 3rd and goal from the 23. It's a 23-yard touchdown pass to Kenyon Cutlip from Jackson Diamond. Here's the kickoff. Dobyns-Bennett will take it at the 1. Straight up the middle, 20. Bouncing outside, Gillespie will get to the 24-yard line, and Dobyns-Bennett will start from there. With 4:36 to go in quarter number 1.
If you're Dobyns-Bennett, you want to answer. You know, that was a great drive, even in spite of several penalties that worked against the Hilltoppers. They matriculated the ball down the field, as they say. And now if you're a Dobyns-Bennett Indian, you want to see if you can get your offense untracked a little bit.
They had 2 penalties in the red zone, Tiger.
Yeah.
And still scored. 1st and 10, Dobyns-Bennett. Carson, I think, is still the quarterback. He is. Handoff up the middle, Myers. Myers plowing forward across the 25 to the 28-yard line. Myers will have 4 yards on first down, 2nd and 6.
It's a nice little pull play right there. Pulled the guard around and created some space in there for Myers to run that ball. Good, hard-fought 4 yards.
Tough sledding in there with those big guys, including that big nose tackle in there. There's Levante Daniel at about 300 pounds. Phillips, a tight end to the right for Dobyns-Bennett, more of an H-back. They'll roll that way, pitch it to Myers, trying to get outside, makes a move at the 25-30, puts his head down, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Actually, that's Caleb Baker.
That's going to be good
on
for
the carry. And they're going to get Baker all the way out to the 36-yard line. That's about 2 yards further than what he actually got.
Yeah, he got the first down. He got the 34. Didn't quite look like he got to the 36, but it was a first down run at any rate.
Select 7 Credit Union first down for the Tribe. The first of the game for Dobyns-Bennett. Move the change. Dobyns-Bennett at the 36. Shear in motion right to left. One receiver down here to the bottom. That's Gillespie, looks like. Baker, backfield. Pass to Gillespie. Too high, incomplete.
A little high. It was a good option. It was an interesting RPO right there. You pulled the guard and tackle on this side, and it was just a quick throw, kind of an end for the wide receiver. And you want Carson to rise and fire. He just fired a little high.
3:17 to go first quarter. 7-0 Science Hill. Dobyns-Bennett's second offensive possession here. Carson will send 3 out to the left. Phillips, a tight end on the opposite side. Now 1 in motion. The give up the middle is to Baker. Baker is tripped up underneath there by Sutton after he gets across the 35, maybe a yard to the 37. And it brings up 3rd down and 9 for Dobyns-Bennett.
Ball's getting tremendous just penetration right here on this left side of the Science Hill line, but our right side of the line. He's really being disruptive in there. We're going to have to double him, get some help, get a blocking back in there, something.
Call it 3rd and 8 for Dobyns-Bennett. 2 wideouts right, 1 left for Carson. Carson to throw. Carson under pressure, and Carson's going to be sacked. Back at the 35. I think the first one back there for Science Hill was Kevin Smith.
I think Carson he felt the pocket breaking down a little bit. I think if he had just a little more confidence to stand in there for another beat or two, he could have gotten rid of that football, finding somebody downfield. But his eyes were simply on the pocket that was kind of enveloping him. And tough break for the Indians right there. Took a sack.
So Manning will be back on to punt for Dobyns-Bennett. His first one went 41 yards. Back deep is Cole Torbett for Science Hill. Manning punts it away. It's a wobbly kick. It will bounce and take a Dobyns-Bennett bounce and then some. That thing hit about the 35, and it's rolling all the way down the inside the 15. Dobyns-Bennett will let it stop. They'll mark it at the 12. That's a 53-yard punt by Manning.
Punted it to the 11 last time, to the 12 this time. Manning making an early name for himself or player of the game for the Indians thus far. Let's hope that I love the guy, but let's hope that he's not the player of the game by the end of this game.
1:37 to go in the first quarter. Science Hill starting the same spot they started their last drive. And they already lead it 7-0. This time running back is Micah Dukes. I believe it is 36. Is that correct? Yes, Dukes. In there at running back for Science Hill. They fake to Dukes. Diamond straight up the middle, upended across the 35. Ball is out. Dobyns-Bennett says they have it. Dobyns-Bennett says they have it. No signal from the officials.
And they all look clueless.
Dobyns-Bennett is adamant, and they have to have
no idea.
And finally, there it is. Dobyns-Bennett takes the fumble at the 15.
Well, the question was raised, how many running opportunities will Diamond have just to, choreograph runs for him? There you just saw one, and just on the tackle, Ball came out, squirted free, and the Indians were able to jump on it right there. Big momentum change in the ball game for the Tribe.
So I was unable to see who made the tackle or the recovery, and I haven't seen a replay yet. Probably missed that as well, making some notes. But a big-time opportunity here. Here's the replay. As Diamond going that way, he was hit by 2 Indians over there, and then a scrum underneath the pile.
Yeah.
And now before we can get the play off, Dobyns-Bennett needs a timeout.
Timeout. Kingsport.
Definitely out. It came
Their
out,
first timeout of the half.
That pile right there, and he kind of flipped over. The ball was already out.
So a couple of Indians hit him. I think Carswell was on that play.
It's a good bet.
Underneath there, yeah. And somebody might have made the hit and the recovery the way everybody was diving for it. But what we do know is, Tiger, big-time opportunity here for Dobyns-Bennett. Turnover inside Science Hill's 20. You get the ball starting in the red zone. You got to stick this one in the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a lot of things are going against you. You had a bad penalty that knocked you out of that first drive. Hilltoppers take it down the field on you, overcoming several penalties on their own right. This is where you need to gain back some of that momentum, tie this thing up by putting it in the zone.
You know, I felt like this game was going to come down to turnovers, especially with the weather and everything else. So this could be huge, and this is maybe where you could get this momentum back, guys. If you score a touchdown here, it is a 7-7 game. But right now, the momentum's kind of felt like Science Hills, but you could really take it away right here.
Noah Blankenship is in at quarterback for Dobyns-Bennett. And it looks like Evans is in the pistol formation behind him. Blankenship turns, hands to Evans, straight up the middle. Evans is hit by one topper, but he's not going down. Evans plowing forward, down inside the 10 to the 9. Levi Evans, 6-yard run.
Well, I'm glad that wasn't an SEC staff down there officiating this, or his forward momentum would have been stopped for just a moment. However, good run, good hard run by Evans right there, just keeping his feet moving and then getting a lot of help from the Tribe.
And that was Justice and Fleeman both who got their hands on Evans, unable to bring him down. 2nd and 4 from the 9. Evans stays in there, running back. Blankenship going that way, pitches it to Evans. Evans 10. Evans on his horse. He gets down near first down yardage, maybe just a yard short. Evans 3 yards to the 6.
Guys, I will tell you, on the fumble recovery, we're trying to find out down here, and nobody can tell us who recovered the ball as well. We're still trying to find that out.
Somebody better step up and take credit.
Yeah, we have come to the conclusion that Carswell caused the fumble.
Okay, yep, I'll buy that. So it's 3rd down as clock running towards the end of the first quarter. Not sure. I think Indians have to get this one off. Kind of the pistol formation, excuse me. Myers, the tailback, behind Evans. And then Indians fumble the football. Blankenship fumbled it coming out. I think Myers got on it back at the 7-yard line.
No, this is something you want. I mean, you've got a 3rd and 1 with your I formation, and you have a fumble snap at the end of this first quarter.
End of the first quarter, your score, Science Hill 7 and Dobyns-Bennett nothing. Back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities. All right, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Decision time for Dobyns-Bennett, as they have it at the 7.
There's no decision right here.
4th down and 2 as we start quarter number 2. Dobyns-Bennett in the I formation. Carson back under center. Myers a tailback. They fake to Myers. Rolling Evans wide open. He underthrew him. Evans was open. Carson underthrew him, and Science Hill avoids the turnover, turning into points.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an unfortunate play right there. I mean, he was so wide open, you want to kind of rush it out there. You almost can't believe it. He's that wide open. And I think if Carson had to do it over again, he'd take a moment, kind of set his feet a little bit, put something on that ball and get to him. Tough break for the Indians right there, not being able to convert on that fumble.
So Science Hill takes over at the 7, 11:55 to go in the first half. On top, 7-0. Diamond to throw, throws it long downfield. That pass is incomplete on the far left side, as they were trying to get it to Kenyon Cutler, but it's incomplete.
Well, again, great coverage right there. Jaron Sensabaugh was kind of right in his pocket. Both of them running kind of step for step. Both of them having an eye on the ball, and a little bit long on the throw.
Yep. Diamond threw that ball a long ways, though, didn't he?
He did.
So it's 2nd down and 10. Science Hill from the 7. Fleeman is the running back there with Diamond, who has 2 wideouts to the left and right. Fleeman going left, breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's on his horse. Fleeman breaks yet another tackle, all the way out across the 35, all the way to about the 42-yard line goes Cade Fleeman.
Yeah, Fleeman broke the line of scrimmage, and it was just wide open. There was nobody at the 2nd level to bring him down. Just a gashing play right there for the Hilltoppers.
35-yard run for Fleeman. And it's a 1st down for Science Hill at the Indian 42. I think Shear saved the touchdown. Empty backfield for Diamond now. Looking right. Pass complete. Oh, incomplete. Kind of had a wide receiver screen set up, but Rowe had the ball go through his hands. It was a bit high. But it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, they had a little bubble screen set up on the near sideline right there, and just Diamond kind of threw it over the top.
2nd and 10, Science Hill from the Indian 42. 11-12 to go first half. 7-0 Toppers. Two left and right for Science Hill now. Diamond has in the backfield Dukes with him. Dukes with a carry, going left, runs into Levi Evans and company over there for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, Dobyns-Bennett not doing too much to get penetration right now. We've got to create some disruption. We can't let those guys just kind of get the runs off. You saw Fleeman, what happened when you just kind of unmitigated took off down the middle of the field. We've got to make it a little bit harder on them.
3rd and 7 for Science Hill at the 45. They've got Rowe.
And guys, this is huge. Evans had a little blood on his forearm, and they made him go out of the game on his 3rd down play.
How could you see that in a rainstorm?
Torbett, Moon, and Rowe out to the right for Science Hill. Diamond, Indians with 4-man defensive front. Diamond with room to throw under pressure, throws it downfield, and it is caught by Torbett down at the 28. I mean, he just outworked the Indian defender for the football in a gain of 27 yards.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that one again. I'm not sure if we just mistimed it or weren't in position. I didn't see.
Well, it was right in front of me, Tiger. What it is we're not being aggressive. We set back. He had position, but he didn't go after. He kind of sit back on his heels and let Torbett just kind of cut and cross in front of him.
Yeah, you've got to go through him to get the ball right there. 1st
and 10, Science Hill at the Indian 28. Give to Fleeman, straight up the middle. Fleeman splits two Indian defenders and is somersaulted down as he gets to the 22, but it's a 6-yard run for Cade Fleeman.
Hilltoppers doing a nice job kind of being very balanced between the run and the pass right now.
2nd and 4. Fleeman again. He's going to be near first down yardage. I think he will have first down to the 17. Actually, the 18. He needed 4. He got 4. First down at Science Hill.
Right now on 50-50 balls, and there's been a bunch of them. Science Hill has won about all of them.
1st and 10 Toppers in the red zone at the 18-yard line. Diamond again, 2 left and right. Fakes to Fleeman, throws it across the middle, is in and out of the hands of Rowe. Incomplete. Under defensive pressure there as Colt Weiniger hit him and broke it up.
Yeah, just a simple crossing pattern right there. It was right on target, just kind of out of the hands, not able to bring that ball in.
Diamond is 4 out of 10 for 126 yards. Every class he's hit's been a big one, hasn't it? 2nd and 10. Fleeman stays in there. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Diamond. Indians with 4 on the defensive line. Fleeman going left, makes a cut, runs into his own blocker, and spins forward down to about the 11. Fleeman gets 7 yards. On 2nd and 10, it brings up 3rd and short.
Hilltopper offensive line's winning the line of scrimmage right now, really giving some opportunities for their ball carriers to have some ways to run.
8:45 to go first half. Science Hill already leading 14-0. Williamson back in there running back for the Toppers. They'll send 3 receivers to the right. Diamond rolling right. Diamond looking, still looking. Near the sideline, will just have to get out of bounds. And he's knocked out of bounds as he gets back. They'll give him the 10-yard line and bring up 4th and 2. Pretty good coverage, obviously, that time, Tiger, by the Indians.
Yeah, good downfield block, good coverage downfield, nowhere for Diamond to go with the football. Interesting, they're going to call timeout, I think, right here. Think about this one, Hilltoppers are.
So we'll take a 60-second break. Science Hill leading 7-0. We're back in 60 seconds on
Science
ESPN
Hill.
Tri-Cities.
Their first time out of the half.
All right, back here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium, Science Hill on 4th down and 2. Lines up trying to convert with Diamond in the empty backfield. Now 1 Topper in motion. Diamond low snap, looking left, pass complete in the flats. He'll have a first down inside the 5 as it's complete to Tyler Moon. He was the one in motion. So Diamond to Moon, and Science Hill converts, and it's 1st and goal at the 5.
Yeah, that was just a nice formation and a nice execution of a play by the Hilltoppers. Nobody over there in maroon to kind of come under that and prevent that first down from being made.
Moon's first catch of the night. 1st and goal, Science Hill at the 5. And now what do we have? A penalty marker down.
Prior to the snap,
Dobyns-Bennett.
Encroachment. Defense number 71. That's a half a distance penalty. Down remains, first down.
That'll make it half the distance to the 2.5. Jim Saab's favorite, 2.5.
Yeah.
Officially, that will be the 3, by the way. And here's Science Hill on the give, and that's going to be a touchdown to Fleeman. 3-yard touchdown run by Cade Fleeman, and Science Hill has gone 88 yards again, Tiger.
Tough. You know, you had an opportunity there on 4th down to make a play, get a first down, possibly take it in, and you turn it over and you let them take it right down the field. I think, you know, coaches are going to have to talk to the Tribe. You know, they're going to have to be more aggressive in the defensive backfield when those passes go up. Hilltoppers are playing well.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. New score, 8:13 to go first half. Science Hill 14, Dobyns-Bennett nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities. All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. 8:13 to go first half. Science Hill 14 and Dobyns-Bennett nothing. Science Hill 2 88-yard drives, 1 in 11 plays. That one in 12 plays in 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Here's the kickoff, and it will come to Gillespie at the 4. Gillespie 10, 15, Gillespie 20. Breaks a tackle, 25. Gillespie's still on his feet as he gets out to about the 27-yard line. Pretty good return there by Jonathan Gillespie.
Yeah, he did a good job, especially right there toward the end. He almost wanted to break it back toward the near sideline, but he kept it north and south, got another 2-3 yards out of it.
So mark it at the 27 for Dobyns-Bennett. 1st and 10, critical possession here, guys.
Yeah, you've got to take the ball down the field and get some points here. And you got to execute. You got to protect your quarterback.
And we have a whistle, and one referee running towards the other, looking back. I think he's asking, did the clock run? Yes, the clock did run that time.
Yeah, Blankenship in here.
Yep.
Please put. Thank you.
I have no idea. All right, Blankenship, the quarterback. Graves, the running back. Graves has the carry. And Graves is hit by the crashing corner over here. After a gain of about 1, that was Clayton Ball, the outside linebacker that came in there to hit him first. Nobody touched him.
Yeah, we created no space for him to run the ball right there.
2nd and 9 from the 28. Three wideouts to the right for the Tribe. Gillespie to the left. Blankenship gives to Graves again, and Graves is pulled down as he gets to the line of scrimmage. That was Jordan Faulkner, kid, who makes the grab, if you will, of Graves.
Yeah, he was having none of it. And, just another no-gain run. Just having difficulty. We talked about that, you know, having difficulty clearing those guys off the line of scrimmage to create some running lanes for our backs. We're going to have to get a little bit more creative in our offensive scheme right here.
3rd down and 8. Indians in the huddle a long time. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. And they're going to have to rush to the line. Shear trying to get set to the right. Blankenship calling signals, has it. And before that happened, I think
it's going to get a delay, but I thought he got it all.
Everybody down here did too, Tiger.
Delay of game. Offense, number 6. That's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
Very quick.
4 penalties for 30 yards now on Dobyns-Bennett.
They've been killers.
Yep. That goes from 3rd and 9 to 3rd and 14. Shear again in motion left to right. And another whistle. And more penalty markers are down.
I didn't see anything there.
That's the makings of another Dobyns-Bennett penalty is what that does.
Prior to the snap, false start offense.
On Dobyns-Bennett.
5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 3rd down.
I couldn't see it.
Man.
And
he didn't know.
3rd and 19 now for Dobyns-Bennett.
Joey's wanting a number, and they won't give it to him.
We're just loading the gun and taking aim at our feet right now.
Indians have had 3rd and 19. Earlier drives, they had 3rd and 8, 3rd and 18. Blankenship with the snap. Blankenship back to throw. Blankenship dumps it off to Graves. Graves across the 25 out to about the 29. That will be far short of a 1st down.
Blankenship did a nice job kind of making as much as he could out of a bad situation right there. Shane Graves, just couldn't get a little bit more space to move the ball down the field right there, but the Hilltoppers closed in quickly.
Well, if it's 3rd and 9 like it started out to be, that's a 1st down. But at 3rd and 19, that's not enough.
Yeah.
Here's the punt, and Manning is hit. Manning is hit. Let's see if it's running into or roughing the punter.
It's 5.
He's saying it's only 5.
5 yards. But Dobyns-Bennett may choose to repunt because Science Hill's got possession.
Running into the kicker,
43.
number 44. That's a 5-yard penalty.
The scrimmage line was the 29. So it was 21. It was a 29-yard punt for Dobyns-Bennett. They may choose to take the penalty and try that again. Coach Christian being explained his options.
And here we go. You'll get an explanation right here, guys.
We're going to take the penalty.
Running into the kicker, number 44. That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 4th down.
So that goes from 4th and 9 to 4th and 4. With Manning to punt it again. See what this gain is for Dobyns-Bennett. Manning boots it away, and it's going to be a big gain for Dobyns-Bennett. Manning absolutely crushes that. That ball is going to roll and roll and roll. Can they get there before it goes to the end zone? All the way down to the 2-yard line. That is a 64-yard punt by Manning, which may have broke his own school record. Actually, they'll mark it at the 3. That'd be a 63-yard punt.
63-yard punt by
We will check that. I think that ties his school record, he said, against Tennessee High.
Tremendous right there. And honestly, they ran into him again. But Manning didn't do the soccer, go down and act like he really got hurt.
He didn't do the LeBron James flop.
But they definitely ran into his leg again.
1st and 10, Science Hill from the 3. 5:33 to go in the first half. Diamond, a design quarterback draw, has 1st down yardage across the 10 out to the 14.
Yeah, nice call right there for Diamond. Just drops back, straight draw all the way. And just nobody in the interior. The way the formation was, we were spread out. And nobody there to stop him at the point of contact.
They'll give him the 15-yard run. A 12-yard run, and it's 1st and 10 from that point. 3 wideouts to the right for Diamond, 1 left. Fleeman has the give, makes a move behind the line of scrimmage. Gets about 3. Capimo and Evans take him down. And maybe give him to the 19. That'll be 4 for Fleeman.
Felt like we kind of stunned it out of the play right there. We were right there where we needed to be, but we had a little stun on it. And the play got more yardage than it should have. And we just played a base defense.
2nd and 6 from the 19 for Science Hill. Toppers leading here 14-0. Diamond fakes to give to Fleeman. Wants to throw it long downfield. Kenyon Cutlip is there, but this time it's knocked away at the last second by Nigel Vidal. Cutlip had to wait on it just a tad, and that allowed Vidal the ability to come back and knock it away.
Well, Vidal did exactly what we talked about. You've got to come up and you've got to play aggressive. You've got to be about getting to that ball before the receiver does, and that time he did it.
So it's 3rd and 6 for Science Hill. 2 left and right for the Toppers. Fleeman still in there. Dobyns-Bennett 3-man defensive line. And they will bring 3, dropping 8. Diamond with plenty of time, whips it across the middle, incomplete. Trying to get it there to Cole Torbett, who was covered by Colt Weiniger, and so Dobyns-Bennett forces a Topper punt.
Good defensive play right there in your back end. The guys have kind of answered the call. They were challenged by their coaches on the sidelines over the past couple of drives, and they stepped up there.
Diamond to punt for the second time. His first one only went 28 yards. Dobyns-Bennett needs to step up here with their return men. Diamond, it's another short punt. Bounces at the 50 and takes a Topper roll of about 10 yards to the 40-yard line. So with the roll, it's a 41-yard punt. But if you're up there to catch it, Tiger, it's not there. It's 14. I just said it's 14-0.
Yeah. I think that's the beauty of what they want Diamond to do is kind of do that. In essence, it's a rugby-style kick, kind of a kick it and let it run.
4:10 to go first half, 14-0 Toppers. Big possession here because Dobyns-Bennett can get some points on the board and take possession starting the second half.
Got a little reprieve. You got to get some points right now.
Carson back in at quarterback. In motion is Dixon. A handoff coming to the left side is Baker. Baker had a crease, but man, that thing closed in a hurry. Great defensive play by Jeremiah Heist, the safety. Baker got about 8 yards, though, on first down.
That was a great run. Great protection, great blocking up front. Gave him enough to squirt through there, and I thought he might have got a few more yards out of that, but it did close. They closed well.
2nd and 8. Tribe at the 48-yard line. Tiger, that's one of the more productive first down plays the Indians have had there.
You've got to have that. You've got to start get ahead of the sticks here. Positive yardage on first down, second down.
Carson fakes to give to Baker. Throw across the middle, complete to Gillespie. Inside the 40 to the 38. That'll be a Select 7 Credit Union first down for the Tribe.
That was a great throw and catch right there. That's one of those confidence boosters right there for Carson and Gillespie. You needed that. You needed to get a conversion. Nice throw and catch. Good protection up front.
Both of Carson's completions have been good for 14 yards. The other to Hayden Russell. 1st and 10. Indians at the 38 with Science Hill leading 14-0. 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the first half. Phillips, the H-back to the right. Carson turns, gives to Baker. And Baker met at the line of scrimmage under there by Justice Sutton. Maybe fell forward for a yard. On second effort, get Baker.
Yeah, he did a nice job. Did Sutton kind of coming up in there, blogging things up right there, just kind of creating difficulties for him to get that ball.
2:40 to go first half. Yep, my bad, Tiger. 2:40 to go first half. Dobyns-Bennett does have 2 timeouts left, so plenty of time here for Dobyns-Bennett. No need to rush. Get the correct play in. Carson with the play clock is down to 5, however. In motion is Dixon. They give it to Baker going the other way. Baker cuts it up in the middle. I thought he might have taken it outside and had some yardage, Tiger. But he got it down to the 30, a gain of 7.
Yeah, it looked like he had an opportunity there if he'd have cut right. But might have seen something that we did not.
And maybe telling the guys to make sure you go north and south and get what you can. He
Yeah.
did that. 3rd down and 2 at the top of 30.
Very
1:56 to go.
Manageable 3rd down. Got to keep protecting, keep blocking.
Carson long count with the clock running. Looking to the sideline. A lot of time elapsed here. Give to Baker. This time he does go outside. 30, 25, Baker 20. Still on his feet inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Goes Caleb Baker. Big run of about 16 yards. And a Select 7 Credit Union first down for the Tribe.
Yeah, there was no one over there. He just busted it outside and had clear sailing there. Ran for the first down. Did not get out of bounds, though. They're going to keep the clock going here.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. 1:27 to go. Clock running. Indians getting some substitutions in there. 1st and 10 from the 14. Baker comes out, I think. Levi Evans is in there now.
Got to have some urgency about us here.
Yes. Carson, the quarterback, gives to Evans going right. Nothing there. Still on his feet, however. He muscled forward for about 2. And Dobyns-Bennett wants a timeout with 1 minute to go in the first half.
That's a good hard run by Evans. That was all on him right there to get those 2 yards.
Timeout. Kingsport. 2nd timeout of the half.
So Evans, 3rd carry for 11 yards. We'll keep it here, Tigers. 2nd down and 8. With a minute to go, Dobyns-Bennett now with just 1 timeout remaining. So if you're going to run the ball, you got to be very urgent after the run and getting back to the line of scrimmage. But my guess is now Dobyns-Bennett's going to have to go to the air.
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking to your team right now. You've got to be aware, have awareness about the clock. You've got to, execute the play. I would imagine they're going to go through the air unless they get it right down to the 1 or 2 yard line where they'll go with their power I formation package if they've got enough time. I think we only have 1 timeout left.
Yes, correct.
Big time play, big time period of the ball game for the Tribe. You've got to get these points before the half.
The scoreboard may indicate 2, but the Indians had to use a timeout after the fumble down on the 15. That was the first timeout. And the Indians down with 2 timeouts remaining. Evans stays in there. Pistol formation behind Carson. Carson turns, hands it to Evans as they stay on the ground, and Evans only has 1 yard. And the clock is running. And it's 3rd down and 7 from the 11-yard line. Nobody hurrying, Tiger. Everybody's walking back to the huddle. Clock 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like we don't have the ability to get 2 minutes over right here.
The Indians break the huddle on 3rd down. Clock still running. 28 seconds to go in the first half. Carson will look to throw. Carson rolling right. Carson still rolling. Carson throws it towards the end zone. Incomplete, trying to get it to Shear, but there were 3 topper defenders down there. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, there was only 1 receiver option right there, and he was completely buffeted on all sides. At this point, with 16 seconds left on 4th down, you just have to take the 3 if you can get them.
So on to attempt the field goal will be Titan Thomas. It's 2 out of 3 on the year. This will be a 28-yard attempt by Thomas. The hold of Manning, the snap by Mullins. The kick by Thomas is up, and that kick is good. I'll tell you what, I thought for a minute Science Hill had blocked that thing. Well, somebody came way through there.
I think it was Fleeman. I thought it was going to go down his throat. I mean, he was all over it. He must have just missed it.
So Thomas, the 27-yard field goal with 11.3 seconds to go in the first half. Dobyns-Bennett on the board. That's good, Tiger. And you really needed to punch that thing in there.
Yeah, you really wanted 7, obviously, going in at the half. We get the ball in the second half, do we not?
Yes.
I'm getting old. But, Yeah, at least you get to 3. You get a little bit of momentum, hopefully. Now you just can't give up anything big here on a kickoff, and you got to take care of business. But a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of bad penalties in the first half for the Tribe. Just not taking care of business. You got to tighten up a lot of things defensively. Not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination, but we can't continue to. We've got to clean things up. Can't continue to play the kind of ball we played in the first half of the second half.
The drive was 9 plays, 49 yards for Dobyns-Bennett, starting at the Science Hill 40. 3 minutes and 59 seconds on the drive. So it will be Thomas kicking off with 11.3 seconds to go here in the first half. And a 14-3 Science Hill advantage. Thomas moves that one high and long, and it will be returned by Science Hill. This is Moon. Moon across the 15. He will not get to the 20-yard line. Great coverage by Dobyns-Bennett. They'll give Moon the 19 with 4.7 seconds to go in the first half. One would assume that Science Hill will take the knee and go to the locker room with that 11-point advantage. We shall see how Coach Stacy Carter plays it. Diamond is in shotgun formation, Tiger. 2 wideouts left and right. However, Fleeman is way back there behind him, so I think this is a snap and a kneel, and it is. I'll never figure that out, but Diamond takes the knee back at the 14, and that will be the end of the first half. The team rush for Science Hill, because the long snap, goes for -3 yards. End of the first half, your score, Science Hill 14, Dobyns-Bennett 3. We're back in 2 minutes with halftime activities right here on ESPN Tri-Cities. What are you? But they are safely tucked away over there underneath the baseball shelter, protecting their musical investments over there, Tiger. But the band has been busy recently. Been to a couple of competitions, heading to a competition tomorrow. And Tiger, you had a chance to catch up with some band representatives and going to give us some information here on this Music Doctors Dobyns-Bennett Band halftime reports.
Yeah, had a moment to sit down with Amy Halliburton. We'll play that right now. Well, we have an opportunity to catch up with the Dobyns-Bennett Marching Band Booster Board President. Is that still what they call it?
It is.
Essentially. Amy Halliburton is with us once again. And Amy, thanks for taking a moment to catch up with us. I know busiest time of the year and only going to get busier over the next couple of weeks. But it's a bummer that the band's not being able to perform tonight due to the weather. But catch us up. First, before we get into all the competition stuff, it's fruit and cheese time.
It is.
Is it still opportunities? Is it over? Ordering is over now?
Yeah, it's over. Wednesday was our deadline. We're finishing up tallying right now.
Okay.
As you can imagine, with that many students, we have quite a few orders, and so we have a strict deadline to get those orders in so that we can get product back soon. So yeah, we are finished up. So
and the pickup days, you've got those scheduled yet? Do we know when those are?
We do. We have pickup dates November 30th and December 1st for the students, and so delivery should happen very quickly.
Then the students will get that out to everybody that's ordered, and it's always a fun time of year. Big fundraiser for the band. Allows the band to do a lot of fun stuff like competitions, uniforms, and all those kinds of things.
Right.
So already we're several weeks into the competition season, but have experienced some success. Talk through the competitions and how Dobyns-Bennett has done up to this point.
Well, we have done very well. We competed 2 weeks ago in Jacksonville, Alabama, which was a first for the Dobyns-Bennett band. And in that competition, we placed Class 3A champions. And we won Outstanding General Effect, and we won an overall second place finish there. And so I'm very proud of our students. It was 2/10.
Yeah, 2/10 of a point over one of the bands that we have year in and year out kind of gone back and forth with in different competitions. But that's fantastic finish. After a couple of years not doing it, I mean, it's not bad at all. But okay. Didn't mean to catch up, but that was in Jacksonville.
That was Jacksonville, and then last weekend we performed Western Carolina, which we go to every year. Beautiful venue, we enjoy it, and there we won the overall competition there again, and so we were glad to be able to bring that trophy back home. And we also won Class 4A champions, and then we also won our class in percussion and drum majors. And so, yeah, that was exciting.
That was a good, and that is a great competition. They do a great job hosting it there at Western Carolina, and that really is a good tune-up for what is about to take place tomorrow, and then, or this weekend basically, and then it's off to Indianapolis.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about, this is a relatively new competition at ETSU. But it is a Bands of America big-time competition.
It is. This will be the second year that ETSU has done the Bands of America competition there. Of course, we didn't get to go last year, but it's nice to be close to home. It's nice to be able to kind of be on our own turf, so to speak. And we're excited. We're excited to just to be able to go there again and be close to home, not have to travel quite so far.
And for everybody that's interested, those things are carried. You can stream those. Those you can go to the Bands of America website and kind of follow through where you can see those. Not only this week, you can go. I would recommend you try to go if you're a band fanatic. Go see. There's some wonderful bands. But Indianapolis, talk about when's that coming up and what everybody can look forward to.
Indianapolis is November 11th through the 13th, and so we will leave on Wednesday around lunchtime and travel up, and then DB performs in prelims on Thursday afternoon. And then Friday is a day just to kind of be able to watch other bands and enjoy that time. Normally competitions, the students don't get a whole lot of time to watch other bands between warm-ups, and so it is an opportunity for them to get to watch and see the competition out there. And then Friday we'll move on to semifinals and hopefully finals on Saturday.
Okay, awesome. Any other things that you want to leave our band fans with coming up? Future fundraising options? And obviously we're coming to the end of kind of marching band season. Obviously, hopefully, we'll have some playoff games at home if things go well. and still have an opportunity to see that show. Folks who haven't seen it. So we'll be praying for that.
Well, thank you. Yes, Science Hill gets us every time with the rain, and so hopefully we will have another opportunity to perform the show. But if not, like you said, we will be at ETSU, and you can stream that. Go to that tickets are still available for that. But
well, Amy, thanks for taking the time to sit down with us and catch up on Dobyns-Bennett marching band. You've done great again this year, and give my best to Hunter and everybody else on the board. But thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Tiger. We are disappointed we can't watch that performance of the Dobyns-Bennett competition show. I've not had a chance to see that this year, so.
Nor have I.
Yeah, you know.
I would really like to see it. I obviously had a daughter in it, and kind of invested in that culture, and forever will be. And hopefully, if we can take care of business, we get back here in the playoffs, have an opportunity to see it. But they do a great job.
Absolutely. All right, we'll take a 2-minute timeout. The other side, we're going to have the Nards Automotive halftime scoreboard with Scott Stevens back at the studio. Stay tuned for that. Science Hill on top at halftime, 14-3. We're back in 2 minutes on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Daniel Boone 17, Hampton 7. Elizabethton 28, Seymour nothing. Volunteer Falcons 13, Sullivan East nothing. Victory gives the Falcons playoff game number 3 seed. Tennessee High 20, Cherokee nothing. Halftime, Bearden and Farragut tied up 7-7.
feel like I'm back at the Ole Miss Tennessee game.
Don't start throwing anything, Todd.
My Buster bottle is still up there beside you.
Science Hill has does not accept the penalty, so it'll be third down. Third down.
All right. Third down. I didn't think it was that hard. Third down and 7, Dobyns-Bennett at the 31. A big third down play coming up here for Dobyns-Bennett. Shear in motion right to left. Carson looking left. Carson, here comes the pressure, steps up, avoids one tackler, gets rid of it. Pass complete to Gillespie. Gillespie breaks a tackle, gets across the 40, then he is thrown almost up into the stands by the defender. And that will be 2 Dobyns-Bennett Select 7 Credit Union first downs.
Yeah, that was, there was laundry from every corner of the field thrown on that. It was totally uncalled for. What a great play.
After the play was over, as a personal foul,
great scramble.
Hit out of bounds, number 43, defense. That'll be a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
They're going to mark him at what, the 43? And then the penalty marker will take it all the way down to the 41. They'll mark it at the 44. A pickup of 13 to the 44 and a first down, and then a penalty of 15 yards to the Science Hill 41. It's another first down for Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, and they're currently experiencing technical issues on the live stream. Please stay tuned while they work to resolve those.
So back to live action down the sideline for Dobyns-Bennett. Just stepping out of bounds was Russell on the pass from Carson, as Russell is knocked out of bounds at the 20, but not till he picks up 21 yards. And another Dobyns-Bennett Select Credit Union first down.
Fantastic throwing catch right there. I mean, very efficient operations right here for the Dobyns-Bennett Indian offense. It looks like we are back on the stream now.
Yeah, they're having the internet problems just like we were. We were on the same one, but we can go to alternative. They can't.
Yep. First and 10 Indians. The give to Graves, bouncing outside 20. Graves 15. Graves plowing forward, still on his feet, 10. And now they're going to mark him out of bounds.
What?
I did not see him go out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Graves will get 13 yards and another Select 7 Credit Union first down for the Indians. First and goal.
Yeah, for those of you experiencing difficulty on the stream, we apologize. They're working feverishly to try to get those things resolved. But Dobyns-Bennett's offense looking really, really good right here. Matriculating the ball down the field.
First and goal, Indians at the 7. The Tribe had 4 first downs in the first half, 5 on this drive, and now they drop the snap. Back at the 9-yard line.
Sometimes you just can't get out of your own way. Those kinds of things that they've been the bugaboo in many a big game this year.
I'll tell you what, Tiger, I mean, we talked early on about the weather, and I know you got to play through it. We were trying to get a dry ball in there, and just the officials just couldn't get it in.
A loss of 3 back to the 10, and it's second and goal from that point. Graves stays there and then at running back. 2 wide outs to the left. Fake to Graves. No, Graves has it straight up the middle. Good fake carried out there by Carson. Fake me out. The Graves have 6 yards to the 4. Third and goal.
Just gashed him up the middle right there. Graves did a nice job just kind of getting north and south with a great sense of urgency. I think whatever was said at the half by the coaching staff was heard by the Tribe.
9:30 to go, third quarter. Science Hill leading 14-3. Indians in the I formation on third and goal from the 4. Carson turns, gives to Graves. Graves up the middle. Graves down to about the 2. And decision time for Dobyns-Bennett, I think.
I don't think there's any decision.
Yeah.
I think you got to go.
I think there's much decision here. There's no question. You got to take advantage of this. They've done well. They've executed well. You got to trust your team. Put the ball over the end zone.
So 4th and goal, Dobyns-Bennett. High formation. Evans the fullback. Graves the halfback. 2 wideouts to the right. Science Hill with a bunch in the box. They give it to Graves. No chance. Fleeman ate him up. Lost a yard at the 3.
And Fleeman's down.
So Science Hill takes over at the 3 with 8:41 to go in the third quarter.
Guys, I'll say this. That was good sportsmanship. There's about 3 Dobyns-Bennett guys checking on Fleeman. I mean, it's a big rivalry, but these guys could tell he was hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to see anybody get hurt in a situation like this.
So Fleeman is up and leaving the field. Dobyns-Bennett turned away on 4th and short. I think that's the second time tonight, isn't it? Indians have gone for it on 4th and short. Yes.
About 4th and 7 or 4th and 8.
Missed the pass on the walk.
That was at the Science Hill 7. So the Indians have been to the 7 and better twice and got nothing to show for it. And so now Science Hill takes over. 8:41 to go in the third quarter, leading 14-3.
We have a penalty on the already. Here's the call.
Proud to snap, illegal substitution, offense, 12 men on the field.
They've still got 12.
First down.
Dan, our electric clock operator, taking great issue with the fact that the Hilltoppers have 12 on the field.
So 1st and 12 now for Science Hill. Diamond in shotgun formation in his own end zone. The running back there with him is Micah Dukes. Diamond from the end zone, wants to go deep. Down the left sideline, trying to get Kendall Cutlip, who had it momentarily, then dropped it. Now a penalty marker comes down at the 40-yard line.
Well, it was great coverage by the Indians, but they just didn't get their head around. If you get your head around and you disrupt the pass, no penalty right there.
Well, I don't know why they're all moving up 40 yards. It's only a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, it's not a spot foul.
Pass interference, defense, number 18. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
That'll take it out to the 17-yard line. Science Hill lined up out here at the 40. Got to come back, guys. It is just 15 yards, but it gets them out of the shadows of their own goalpost.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big opportunity right here for Dobyns-Bennett's defense to try to get the ball back for their offense and create some momentum for them. Hilltoppers take it down and score here. It gets pretty hairy.
Give to Williams going left. Williams gets one. He's swallowed up over there by Levi Evans. They'll give him the 19-yard line. That is Giovanni Williams on the carry, his second of the night. Good for 2 yards to the 19. Baker also in on the stop. Second 8, Science Hill on top 14-3. 8:02 to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield for Diamond. 2 receivers left, 3 right. Diamond looking right, straight quarterback draw. 20, 25, and then sliding down at the 30. And here comes a penalty marker on Dobyns-Bennett as the Indians hit Diamond as he was sliding at the 30. Now, they can't give him the 31. When he starts sliding, that's where the mark's supposed to be. They give him the 31. Not that it's going to make a big bit of difference, but just technically speaking, that's not a correct spot. It will be a 12-yard run for Diamond.
18.
Probably 15 more yards, Tiger.
Yeah.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
You just can't,
first down.
Any quarterback at any level gives themselves up like that. You can't contact him. Another just kind of bonehead play for the tribe. It's just continually shooting ourselves in the foot all game long.
So that'll take it all the way out to the 46-yard line. First down and 10. More empty backfield. Diamond fakes the draw this time, throws it down the right sideline, and that's going to be incomplete. There's all kinds of people down there.
We got another flag, guys, down here around the 45 line of scrimmage area.
Rowe was the intended receiver for Science Hill. There's the penalty flag down there at the 47. And that is an illegal.
Yeah, illegal man downfield for the Hilltoppers. We're spying those out here.
Coach Christian weighing his options. And here's the explanation.
Ineligible downfield, number 4. Covered up. That penalty's been declined.
Second and 10.
Penalty is declined. Second and 10 on the ineligible man downfield. So empty backfield again for Diamond. Diamond dropped the ball, trying to throw it. Ball is on the ground. Dobyns-Bennett says they have it, and they do. Coming out of there with it for Dobyns-Bennett was number 58, Nicholas McVeigh. Diamond just dropped the ball, slipped out of his hand, Tiger.
Slipped clean out of his hand. It's one of those situations where, we've seen that a couple times already tonight. Just a wet ball situation works to the advantage of Dobyns-Bennett right there. You've got to take advantage of this opportunity, though, if you're on offense.
Guys, I know we're having some technical difficulties getting referees back. He said on that penalty, ineligible man downfield, that number 4 was covered up.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if y'all could hear that or not.
So Dobyns-Bennett, with the second turnover of the night from Science Hill, needs to take advantage. Carson, ball's deflected and nearly intercepted. That was deflected at the line by Science Hill. That was Jacob Casey who knocked it that way, and it was nearly intercepted at the line.
It was a nice play on his part. Had an opportunity right there for a nice throw and catch, too.
So it's second down and 10. Shear out to the right. Baker the running back. Gillespie out to the right as well. It's like Russell down here to the left. Now Shear comes back to the left. Science Hill showing blitz with Sutton. And Dobyns-Bennett hands it off to Baker, and he loses a yard. Fleeman, who's back in there, makes the stop. Also under there is Levante Daniel.
I don't know if it's an option for Carson on that, but if he just keeps it, takes off running, I think he gets about halfway to first down marker. There's nobody over there.
Third down and 11 from the Topper 45. Science Hill defense trying to rise to the occasion again. They have done it all night. Here comes Sutton again. The Indians pick him up this time. Carson wants to run for it. 40, 35, diving forward. It's going to be very close. Carson down near the first down marker. Let's see where they spot it. Official on the near side, that would be short. The far side. Now what's the call? We've got a holding call on Dobyns-Bennett. There's a penalty flag back at the 47. I think that was the blocker that picked up
number 52.
The linebacker.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, third down.
Man, I tell you, penalties, just mistakes.
It's all the way back to the Science Hill 44.
Yeah, it's third and pals.
So Carson lost a yard on the rush and a 10-yard penalty. Takes it back to the Science Hill 44, and it's third down and 22. Carson back to throw. Carson throws it out in the flat to Baker through his hands, a little bit high, incomplete.
You just gotta, just got to play cleaner. In a game like this, you just cannot continue to shoot yourself in the foot.
Manning back into the punt. By the way, his 63-yard punt in the first half was 4 yards short of his school record set
67.
at Tennessee High, which was 67. But he may have the longest two in Dobyns-Bennett history now. That one will not go 60 yards, and it is caught by Science Hill, a fair catch at about the 28.
First down 10 from the 27.
Mark it at the 27 to 29-yard punt that time for Manning. And so Science Hill with 6:08 to go in the third quarter, leading 14-3, takes over at its own 27. Dobyns-Bennett's gotten 2 fumbles in Science Hill territory. Has converted neither of those into points. Has had the ball twice inside the Science Hill 7 and gotten no points. Here's the gift to Fleeman. Makes a move behind the line of scrimmage. Across the 30 out to the 34. Baker makes the stop for Dobyns-Bennett, but Fleeman picks up about 7 yards, Tiger, on first down.
He does. Then he kind of comes up gimpy and leaves the playing surface again. Yeah, Hilltoppers just doing a great job in the interior of the line, just creating some spaces for Fleeman and others. And Diamond himself to move the ball down the field.
Second down and 3. They'll give it to the running back Dukes, who breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. He'll have first down yardage out to the 39. Pickup of 5 yards.
Yeah, we just completely whiffed on that. It's like it was so wet we couldn't get a hand on it. We just completely slid right off of the tackle.
So first and 10 Toppers as they move the chains. Empty backfield this time for Jackson Diamond. It's been that way most of the night. 2 left, 3 right. Diamond fakes quarterback draw, breaks a tackle in the backfield, goes outside, skips out of bounds as he crosses the 40 out to the 40. Mark at the 44-yard line. It's 5 more yards on first down. Science Hill just wins first down.
Things happen well for you if you stay ahead of the chains. And they've done a better job of that tonight than we have.
5 minutes to go, third quarter, 14-3. Running back in there is Williams now for Science Hill. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 left. Williams going to the left, maybe a yard. Tackle over there by Dunford. Pickup of 1 yard for Williams, and a big third down coming up.
Good stop by the Indian defense right there. See what they can manage right here on this third down.
3rd and 4. Cutlip up there by himself to the left. Torbett, Rowe, and Moon down here to the right. Williamson stays there at running back. Williamson, the extra blocker. Diamond under pressure. Diamond steps up, trying to get to the marker. Diving forward, he's going to be very, very close. Let's see where they mark him. Just about a half a yard short. No, they moved it forward. It's still going to be, I think, just short. I mean, you can't get any closer than what Diamond did. Official came up and put his foot right between the 48 and the 49-yard line, then marked the ball, set it down, almost touching the 49. That will be just short. But will Science Hill go for it?
With a 14-3 lead, no, I don't think.
4th and short. Diamond is the punter.
Diamond back. You gotta go for it safe right here, though.
I don't know where their defense is playing. I'm not sure. I don't know. They got a timeout. As Dobyns-Bennett, I think, had too many men on the field, did they not?
Yeah, but Science Hill actually took the
Science Hill. First timeout of the half.
60-second timeout. We're back. Science Hill leads at 14-3 back on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Yep.
Science Hill on 4th and short centers it to the up back Fleeman, and Fleeman across the 50 to the 48, 4 yards and a first down for Science Hill.
Yeah, we speculated that could be the case with Fleeman in there as an up back. We weren't sure if he was healthy or not, but that was indeed an option for them, and they were able to convert.
So Science Hill into Indian territory at the Tribe 48, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, leading 14-3. Diamond gives to Williams. Williams trying to bounce outside, but he was upended at the 49 by Trace Benedict. A loss of 1 yard.
Good penetration there by Benedict, and something that we've not been able to muster a whole lot of in this entire game. But that gets them behind the chains on first down for about the first time tonight.
Yeah. Second down and 11. 2 wideouts left and right now for Diamond, scrimmaging from the left hash mark. Williams stays in there. Diamond back to throw. Safety valve is Williams over to the left side. Williams catches it and then tried to make a cut and fell down after a gain of 1.
He was just able to get back to the original line of scrimmage there. Sets up a 3rd and long once again for the Hilltoppers, and see if the Tribe can rise to the occasion. Kind of keep the foot down on the gas pedal here defensively.
That was the first completion of the second half for Jackson Diamond. It's 3rd and 10. Science Hill very patient here, running clock. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter now. They lead it 14-3. 2 wideouts left and right. Duke's in there running back now for Science Hill. Diamond looking left, wants to go deep. Trying to get it down there again to Cutliff. And Cutliff bobbled it and then made the catch at the 7-yard line.
Unbelievable. At the last minute, the defender was able to get his head around, but he was just in not a very good position to make any kind of play on the ball, and Cutliff just made a nice catch.
It's a 31-yard completion to Kenyon Cutliff. And it's 1st and goal, Science Hill at the 7. Three wideouts to the right. Fleeman, the running back now for Science Hill, and a whistle sounds and a penalty marker in the back of the end zone. Delay the game on Science Hill.
Router snap, delay of game, offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
7 penalties for 51 yards for Science Hill. 8 for 75 for Dobyns-Bennett. 2nd and goal now from the 12.
A lot of that is just when those penalties come. You know, it doesn't feel like there's even an equitable separation, even though there's one apiece. You know, one separation.
Diamond fakes to Fleeman. Diamond across the middle, incomplete. Trying to get it on the slant to Moon. Incomplete. I think Shear was in there to disrupt things.
Yeah.
So it's 2nd down. Diamond 7 out of 17 now for 163 yards. A lot of those completions is a bit getting thrown about letting a receiver downfield make plays, Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and goal. 3 wideouts to the right for Diamond. Fleeman, the running back. Diamond pass across the middle intended for Cutliff, who wants a flag. He will not get one. Incomplete.
No flag necessary there.
Nigel Vidal, the coverage. It's 3rd and goal, Science Hill. Clock stopped, 2:17 to go. It's been a long third quarter.
Yeah, and
You can
it's
tell
interesting.
by my drive chart, which is running out of room.
Felt like the Hilltoppers wanted to burn some clock, but 2 incomplete passes and the clock's not moving at all.
No. 3 wideouts to the right. Fleeman stays in there. Diamond back to throw. Good protection. Diamond throws in the end zone, and wide open was Rowe, but it went right through his hands, incomplete. Man, he was wide open.
He was. Another wet ball situation right there, I think, for him. Brings on the field goal squad.
It was, I mean, Rowe had to leave his feet. It was a little high. There was really no reason to make him leave his feet. I mean, he was that wide open.
It had a little mustard on it, too.
Licks the ring on to attempt what will be a 29-yard field goal out of the hold of Cole Torbett. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick inching its way there is no good.
Huge.
No good. And so Dobyns-Bennett with 2:06 to go in the third quarter will take over at its own 20. Frankly, a field goal there after first and goal at the 7 to keep it a 2-touchdown game would have been a win for Dobyns-Bennett. It's an extra win now with the missed field goal.
It's an extra win. I like that terminology.
Yeah, I just made that up.
But, I mean, it feels like, so many opportunities that we've missed for Dobyns-Bennett tonight, and it's still for this game to be at 14-3 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. A lot of opportunities still out there for Dobyns-Bennett if they can just get out of their own way.
So Carson back out there, 2 receivers left and right, 1 in motion. That's Phillips coming back to his H-back position on the left. Running back in there, I think, is Myers. They'll pitch it to Myers, trying to go outside 20, 25. Myers struggles out to the 28-yard line. Jeremiah Heiss takes him down after an 8-yard pickup.
That was a nice play. Just had lots of lot more bodies on this side of the field, blocking, creating opportunities for Myers. Good first down run there. First and brings up second and 1.
Yep, actually gave him the 29. 1:38 to go third quarter. Science Hill leading 14-3. Carson, the end around to Shear, and the ball is on the ground. Science Hill trying to pick it up. Ball still on the ground. Everybody diving for it. It's back inside the 14. Science Hill says they have it. A struggle underneath the pile. Who will win? It's a tug of war. Science Hill still says they have it, and they do. And now a penalty marker comes down as well. I think Sutton came out of there with it.
Well, Phillips is holding the ball.
Science Hill says they have it. The officials say they have it. That will be a team rush. Dobyns-Bennett had it at the 29. Where are they marking it? At the 15, that would be a loss of 14 yards. It should be 15, and then the fumble.
And here's the penalty flag. First foul, unsportsmanlike on number 19 for Science Hill.
Oh, my goodness.
After the play was over,
Science Hill back to the 30-yard line.
19.
They will have it first and 10 at that point, with still 1:20 to go here in the third quarter.
Just unfortunate. I mean, the comedy of errors continues for the Tribe.
So Science Hill back in Dobyns-Bennett territory, first and 10 at the 30.
Now we're going to have another meeting, guys.
Probably trying to decide whether it's first and 10 or first and 25. Wouldn't you think?
It should be first and 10.
Yeah, I think so too. That's the right call. All right. 2 wideouts left and right. Landon Smells are in the game for Science Hill to the right. Diamond back to throw. Diamond all day going towards the end zone. And that ball is going to be tipped away by Vidal. Trying to get it down there to Smelser. Cutlip was also in the vicinity, but Tiger Jackson Diamond here is just having all day to sit back there and throw the football.
He does. We got a flag on the play.
Another one?
I saw Cutlip pushing off. They're going to call. I think they're going to get us for holding.
Defensive holding.
Yep.
10-yard penalty. Be a first down.
And guys, let me say this about Smeltzer, though. Yeah, he's been in the back brace a lot of this football season and been off the field. It's good to see that young man being able to play, though, for sure, for them.
9th penalty of the game for Dobyns-Bennett. Makes it another Science Hill first down at the 20. 1:12 still to go in the third quarter. Diamond had to make a one-handed catch straight up the middle. Nobody home. Diamond to the 10, to the 5, all the way down to the 2.
It's coming
Mark
back,
him at the 1.
It's coming back.
And that is a penalty marker at the 23. Holding Science Hill. So Diamond will actually lose 3 back to the 23.
Holding offense, number 50, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, replay, second down.
So back to the 33 we go, and that's going to bring up first down and 23 for Science Hill with 1:04 still to go.
28, Jet County 12.
I'm having to go to a different sheet. On the third quarter drive chart, still has 1:04 to go. Here's the give outside to Fleeman. Penalty marker down again at the 33 as Fleeman is knocked out there.
Fleeman on the carry.
Good gracious. See what this one is. Holding Science Hill.
Holding offense, number 50.
Fleeman,
10-yard penalty from the spot
the
of the
rush
foul.
failed to
Replay, first
gain.
down.
10-yard penalty.
40.
My goodness.
Back to the 43.
First and
It's
church
first
circle.
and 33. With 58, well, actually, yeah, 58.4 seconds to go now. First and 33 from the 43 for Science Hill. 2 wideouts left and right. Fleeman stays in there, running back. Diamond back to throw. Diamond finally gets rid of it, complete to the 40. And to the 38-yard line goes Moon. The ball came out, and the referee said it was down. I think it was.
Yeah. I think it's a good call.
Carswell.
5-yard pickup on the reception by Moon. And that's mercifully going to be into the third quarter. Score at the end of 3. Dobyns-Bennett trailing Science Hill 14-3. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities. All right, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. We go to the fourth quarter. Science Hill leading Dobyns-Bennett 14-3. And Science Hill will have its second down and 28 from the 438. Diamond back to throw, going deep. Man is wide open. Ball was underthrown. Cullip had to come back and make the catch, falling down at the 3-yard line, but he was nobody near him.
Yeah.
That's 35 yards to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was just it was a complete bust. We had 3 guys way too wide on that side of the field. Not sure who it was, but matters not. First and goal for the Hilltoppers.
High formation for the Toppers. Diamond under center. Sutton is the fullback. Fleeman is the halfback. Diamond looks to the sideline. Diamond turns, pitches it to Fleeman, going left, and Fleeman's going to walk into the end zone for the Science Hill touchdown. And Science Hill leads it 20-3. 11:21 to go in the game.
That's a dagger right there, the way things have been going.
Extra point attempt upcoming for Science Hill. A license ring. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 11:21 to go in the game. Science Hill 21, Dobyns-Bennett 3. Back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Christopher Livesey needs to report to the lane concession stand on the home side. Lead center ring set to kick off. Gillespie and Russell deep for the try.
All right, we're back here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium, and Dobyns-Bennett's in a significant hole now, trailing 21-3. Science Hill kicking off, and that kick will go to Gillespie at the goal line. Gillespie 20, 25. Gillespie out to the 30. And they'll mark Gillespie down at the 30-yard line. He never actually went down, but the forward progress stops at the 30. Dobyns-Bennett takes over there. The clock did not move again. Actually did move 9 seconds, my fault. Went from 11:21 to 11:12.
That was actually a nice job getting the ball out to the 30 compared to getting it at the goal line where he received it.
That was the most interesting 30-yard drive by Science Hill. That last possession.
It was about 80-yard drive.
Yeah. Back and forth, up and down the field on penalties. Carson, the quarterback, delayed handoff to Myers, and he is stuffed. Myers will lose 3 yards. Back there for Science Hill making the tackle, Jacob Casey.
Yeah, in that delayed game, you can't allow them penetration like that and expect to have success. That did not work at all.
2nd and 13. I don't know that the running game's even in question right now, guys. Down 18 points with less than 11 minutes to go. Carson. Back to throw. Carson rolling right. Gets rid of it, and it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Phillips. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete intended for 35 Ben Phillips.
I think if you're coaching the quarterbacks, you got to tell Carson to stay in there a little longer. He's flushing himself out, I think, a little quick. Do you agree, Ty?
Yeah, and he's just kind of pocket-eyed, I would say. He's too concerned about what's happening around him. He's got to trust his blockers, keep his eyes downfield to find a receiver.
Easy for me to say sitting up here in the booth. Here's Carson. Now he's got to move. They're on him. Carson gets rid of it. Pass right to the 40-yard line. It's going to be close. Where will they mark it? Gillespie has it. That's a select 7 credit union. First down for Dobyns-Bennett. Great play that time by Carson, avoiding the rush, and gets it out to Gillespie for 13.
Yeah, that was a good throw and catch right there. Would have liked for that to have been able to been a throw, catch, and run, but we'll take the first down.
So at the 40, Dobyns-Bennett has it 1st and 10. Carson, shotgun formation. Carson back to throw. Throws it out to the far sideline. Gillespie diving for it. Will they say he caught it?
He did. He caught the ball.
Science Hill saying he did not. And they will finally signal a catch at the Science Hill 48.
Yeah, I think that was a tremendous play to toe that line right there. I'm pretty sure he got that foot down and maintained possession as he flew out of bounds.
It'll be a Select 7 Credit Union first down for Dobyns-Bennett at the Science Hill 48. Carson fakes the give, wants to throw. Carson going to go down the field, and it is intercepted, I think, by Science Hill.
He was out of bounds.
Yeah, intercepted. Interception by Kevin Aldridge. And there was some miscommunication, I think, on that route, Tiger.
Yeah. The receiver broke it off toward the middle of the field, and Carson threw it on the sideline.
So Science Hill has it.
And I swear I thought he was out of bounds whenever he caught that ball, though.
And Dobyns-Bennett coming to the sideline.
They've got it. Science Hill's got him number 59.
I didn't see. My fault.
It's number 59, guys.
Yeah, 59 is Jaden Allen for the Toppers.
It's right there on the logo. It's kind of hard to pick up. Through the rain, spattered windows that we're staring through. Like he is going to have to be helped off. You have to see that.
So Aldridge with the interception, and Science Hill has it 1st and 10 at their 33, leading 21-3 with 9:49 to go in the game. And now one would assume that Science Hill will be a bit conservative, Tiger, and run some clock here, up by 18 points. Westridge, I think last I heard, was leading Jefferson County.
I think it was like a 23-12 or something of that nature, Steve, last I heard.
It's 35-12 Westridge with 2 minutes to go. These scores hold up. Westridge will play at home next week. And Dobyns-Bennett will be on the road. There's a give straight up the middle for Science Hill, a couple of yards.
My goodness, it should have been a tackle for a loss, but he just kept fighting and scratching and clawing.
That's Dukes for 2. Second down and 8, Science Hill. They're back to the line quickly. But they may watch the clock run. Play clock still has 15 seconds to go. 3 wideouts for Diamond. He'll hand it to Dukes coming left, trying to beat the pressure. Carswell chasing, penalty marker down. Dukes skips out about another penalty marker is down. I don't know if that's the same flag or not. They're bringing them together, so I guess it is at the 34. Actually, they'll mark it from the, looks like the 35. So Dukes will get no credit for yardage. It's 11 penalties for 96 yards now for Science Hill. Dobyns-Bennett 9 for 85.
He may decline this.
Think so?
Holding offense, number 5. That penalty's been declined.
It is declined.
3rd down.
So Dukes does not gain, fails to gain.
They preferred to take the down and then keeping them in a 3rd and long situation.
Yeah, if you take the penalty, they get 2 more downs to run clock with.
Right.
So it's 3rd and 8, Science Hill. 3 wideouts to the right.
Got to get off the field.
And we've got another whistle. We've had some officiating conferences tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know where this bunch is from, but it's been interesting.
3rd and 8. Diamond back to throw. Diamond winding up and now gets rid of it across the middle, complete to Smelser, who's got a Science Hill first down and knocked him back 3 yards, and that's where they're going to stop at 45.
Well, he never caught the ball until he got a rebound because he was going back toward the baseball stadium.
So that's a first down, a pickup of 12 from Diamond to Smelser.
He took a shot, the ball bounced free.
First and 10, Science Hill at the 45. Williams is hit to get out the 47. Dockery and Capimo make the stop.
Williams on the carry, brought down by Dockery and Carswell.
Carswell in on the stop as well. 2nd down and 8 from the 47. Clock running, 8:08 to go. Science Hill leading here 21-3. Three wideouts to the right for Diamond. Diamond gives it, fakes to Fleeman. Diamond keeping, going right. Carswell and Shear wrap him up. And I think he lost a yard. He did. Back to the 46.
3rd and long. Tribe has to get off the field right here if they want to have a shot, a prayer. They've got to execute on this 3rd down.
Yeah. Science Hill has converted 3rd down and longs. A chance to do another one. 7:15 to go. Indians are down 3 scores. They do have 3 timeouts, but even a stop here is going to be very, very difficult. Tiger.
Can't let Diamond just take it apart right here either.
Diamond back to throw. Steps up, throws across the middle, too tall. Settling in right around the 45-yard line was A.J. Martin. First time we've called his name tonight. But the pass went incomplete over Martin's head, so Science Hill will bring on the punting unit. With the clock stopped, too.
It's going to be interesting here as the Indians get the ball back, how they will run the offense, because we've seen game after game it has been an interesting situation as they try to go fast.
Punt will be fielded by Gillespie at the 27 and made one tackler miss, but not a second.
When the snapper gets down the field and makes the play on Gillespie, you know it's not your night.
Yes. The punt went for 26 yards, no return. Actually, there was a return. It gained a yard to the 28. So it's 1st and 10, Dobyns-Bennett. 6:52 to go in the game. Indians trailing 21-3. Carson back out there. Myers is the running back. Carson hands to Myers, and he's wrapped up and dropped behind the line back at the 25. Tackle made by Science Hill's Ben O'Daniel. I don't understand that. You don't have enough time to run the football. And you really haven't run the football the whole night, to be quite honest with you. Second down and 13. Mark it at 26, make it 2nd down and 12. Carson back to throw, pass complete to Shear and knocked out of bounds as he gets to the 34-yard line.
It's more like it. Take a little bit of a bite out of it. Stop the clock, get out of bounds. Still, we're huddling up, taking.
First catch of the night for Shear. It's 3rd and 4. Clock running. The clock is stopped with 6:13. Excuse me. The Indians huddle up. Russell and Shear out to the left. Gillespie down here to the right. Gray's in at running back. Phillips, the tight end, to the left. Carson looking left. Double pumps. Carson giving ground. Carson all the way back to the 21, and down he goes. Ben O'Daniel with a huge play back at the 22. A loss of 12.
You've got to toss that thing over the bleachers. Running that way. Clock's.
And it's 4th down and long for Dobyns-Bennett. 4th and 16, and Indians will bring the punting unit on. 5:40 to go. Low snap. Manning gets it away. It's not a good one. That ball will bounce, go across midfield, and settle at the 48-yard line. It will be a 30-yard punt by Manning. And so Science Hill takes over with 5:19 to go in the game.
Just a rough night for the maroon and gray all the way around. Just not playing clean, turning the ball over, too many penalties, key situations, busts defensively. And give credit to the Hilltoppers. They've done everything they needed to do tonight.
Well, the Indians are going to lament a lot of lost opportunities tonight.
Absolutely.
For sure. Diamond gives to Dukes. Dukes met by Levi Evans. And Dukes falls backwards across the 50 to the 49, a pickup of 3.
Dukes on the carry. Stop by Levi Evans.
Second down, 7. Science Hill will be very patient here. Inside 5 minutes to go now. Second and 7. Diamond gives it. This is Williams, no, Dukes again. Dukes plowing forward across the 45 to the 44. Baker, Dockery, Carswell
Dukes
on the stop.
Taken down by Carswell.
They'll mark it back at the 45, a pickup of 4. Brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Toppers. They need the 42-yard line. A short 3 to gain. Ball just inside the 45. Clock running, 4:06 to go. 21-3 Science Hill.
Interesting play call for them. Normally this would probably be giving Diamond an opportunity to make a play with his arm. But
the give to Williams going right. Williams 45, Williams 40, 1st down to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 7 yards for Williams.
Sweep right, using their speed.
Down by Evans, George Evans, and Carswell.
George Evans and Carswell on the tackle. Science Hill moves the chains and keeps the clock moving with 3:40 to go.
It's a night when the Hilltoppers they've dominated the line of scrimmage. They've done just about everything right.
Diamond, hands straight up the middle of Dukes. Dukes down to the 35. Carswell tripped him up, got some help. Dockery.
Taken down by Hayden Shearer and Blake Dockery.
Dukes with 3 to the 35. 2nd and 7. 3 minutes to go. Indians have timeouts, Tiger. At some point you got to start using them, I guess. Otherwise, Science Hill looks like they might could just grind this thing out.
After this play, you typically see one.
Here's the give. Williams coming left. Williams to the 30-yard line and stopped there. Shear. And Dockery again.
Williams carries.
But he's got 5 yards. And it's 3rd and 2. So alternating back and forth between Dukes and Williams here.
No timeout.
No timeout. 2:13 to go. I mean, I think the timeouts at this point, to be quite honest with you, just delay the inevitable. And now a whistle sounds, and
false start, offense, number 9, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, third down.
Have be said yet.
a fair question. Back to the 35, makes it 3rd and 7. Inside 2 minutes to go. Clock continues to run. Diamond. Give to Williams, going right. Williams 35 and wrapped up at the 33. George Evans on the stop. Tell you what, if Diamond keeps that, he may score. 4th and 5 for Science Hill. Well, if you're Science Hill, you're just going to go for it here. You don't really have anything else to do. Clock running 1:20. Dobyns-Bennett does not appear that they will stop it. Science Hill may take a delay of game here. Well, now they're coming to the line. 8 seconds still on the play clock. Diamond has it under control. Dukes in the backfield. The fake to Dukes. Diamond tosses it out here, complete. But I think he's going to be a yard short.
Yeah, he is.
Complete to Ben O'Daniel for 4 yards, but that'll be a turnover on downs. He got the 29-yard line. Needed 5, got 4. And Dobyns-Bennett takes over with 59 seconds to go in the game. At the 29-yard line, 1st down and 10. Good stop out there by the Indian defender to deny O'Daniel.
Certainly was.
The 1st down. Carson in there, quarterback, looking left. Carson pass is complete. Across the 40, all the way out to the 43. To Shear. Giving the 44. That's 15 yards. And the Select 7 Credit Union 1st down for Dobyns-Bennett.
That play's good for an Indian. 1st down.
And Shear was the one who made that 4th down stop too, Gus.
Was it? Thank you for that. Did not catch it. 1st and 10 Indians. Carson to throw, and it's incomplete. Intended on the near side. Tipped away, incomplete. Trying to get it to Phillips. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped, 37.1 seconds to go.
Well, we're going to have a dry ball.
Got to have one with 37 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 43. Carson to throw. Carson pass over here, I think, to Gillespie is incomplete, and it is. They had bounced.
Carson's pass intended for Gillespie, incomplete.
3rd and 10.
Sting. This is going to sting.
It's the 9th win and 10 tries for the Toppers, Tiger.
Yeah.
Receivers left and right for Carson. Dixon in motion. Carson back to throw. Carson lofts it over there. It's intercepted by Science Hill. Intercepted by Swift. Carson tried to throw it over top of him, didn't get it far enough. It's an interception by Science Hill.
That's a rough throw to try to make, try to get it in this situation in a driving rainstorm.
And with 24.8 seconds to go, Science Hill 1st and 10 at the Dobyns-Bennett 39.
He just didn't get enough on it.
shotgun.
The shotgun victory formation. Diamond will lose 7 yards on that team rush. And Dobyns-Bennett with 3 timeouts will not stop it, and that's going to do it. Science Hill comes to Dobyns-Bennett and wins over the Indians. Your final score, Science Hill 21, Dobyns-Bennett 3. We are back in 2 minutes with the postgame show right here on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Science Hill Hilltoppers. Thank you, Appalachian Orthopedics, for your sponsoring of the ball game.
All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Steve Wilmot, Tiger Brooks, Todd Freeman back here is...
Guys, I got Coach here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. Coach, I know that's a tough one right there.
Yeah, it's, we didn't play very well, obviously. Not defense overall played pretty good. Gave up some wrong plays, but, obviously, like I said, their defense, we couldn't run it, couldn't throw it. They did a good job. They did a good job. I got to do a better job, obviously.
Good thing about this, Coach, I mean, you're still in the playoffs, and you got to go back to work on Monday. Well, actually, I guess tomorrow.
Exactly, yeah. There's no rest. But, we're in the playoffs, and, I guess, tied for second, I guess. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it reaches out somehow like that, but yeah.
Yeah. Our kids has played hard. They fought all year. Proud of them, the way that they've competed and everything, but just, tonight wasn't our night. We couldn't get any traction offensively of anything.
Coach, I know it's not typical of one of your football teams, but really, you had 2 opportunities down here on the goal line and didn't score, and that was really there's a lot of things you point out. That's a big difference in this football game.
Huge difference. We kind of put it on our offense's backs right there, and our offensive line to do something there, and we weren't able to do it, man. They really shoved it at us there at those times, and thought that was the right thing, and I'd do it again.
I did too, Coach, and I tell you, you talk about everything went wrong kind of in the first half. You're still in this ball game. It's 14-3. You get the ball and you get it down the field and get it and kind of drive stalls on you, and that was tough.
Yeah, like I said, we really, that, and we really wasn't able to get much anything going offensively one way or the other. So, we just gotta go back. We gotta see where we messed up and what we can get better at, and then go work and do it come Monday.
Yeah, Coach, I tell you what, though, you know, like you said, this football team, they've played hard. Wasn't a question of playing hard or anything like that. Just couldn't get nothing going.
Yeah. No, they still played hard. Listen, we played hard. We didn't play smart all the time. We didn't execute, but you know, we played hard. We did, you know, we just did, but we didn't play good enough. We didn't give ourselves the chance that we needed to win. You know, it's disappointing for sure.
Well, Coach, it is definitely disappointing. Big rivalry. Had a chance to win the region, but like you said, we'll get back to work. We'll see you Wednesday night, and we'll get ready for some playoff football.
All righty. Sounds great. Roll Tribe.
Roll Tribe. Thanks, Coach. And, you know, it's tough for him, guys, and I know he expected more. You know, he puts a lot on his shoulder and everything else. So, guys, I'll tell you what, give Science Hill credit. We thought that we've had some issues up front against bigger defenses. Science Hill is very good up front, and not many times we can say in the last couple of years, guys, but I think we got beat up front and just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, you got to credit the Hilltoppers. You know, we could sit here and talk about a lot of different things. There was a ton of missed opportunities out there for us. Had the ball, you know, 4th and goal twice, and ended up coming away empty-handed both times. Penalties at terrible opportunities for us, shooting ourselves in the foot. But we need to give credit where credit is due. They Hilltoppers dominated the line of scrimmage tonight, and that is something that we have not said a whole lot in the past couple of years. But tonight was the night, and they are senior laden. They've got a lot of senior guys, and it just wasn't our night. Coach Christian put it succinctly right there.
Yep. Did play hard, did play hard, but didn't play smart, didn't execute. And,
no.
You know, didn't take advantage of the turnovers. You had to have those mistakes tonight from Science Hill. You got a turnover, 2 turnovers, one at their 15 and doesn't score. Those are mistakes that Science Hill made that we've got to take advantage of. They made us pay for our mistakes.
Yeah.
And that was the difference in the game. So Science Hill goes to 5-0 in region play, 7-3 overall. They are the Region 1 6A champions. There is a 3-way tie for second. Dobyns-Bennett 3-2, Jefferson County 3-2, and now Dobyns-Bennett at 3-2. We beat Westridge. We, being Dobyns-Bennett, beat Westridge. Westridge beat Jefferson County. Jefferson County beat Dobyns-Bennett. So you can't break the tie in any head-to-head fashion. So you go to total wins. Jefferson County has 6. Dobyns-Bennett has 7. Westridge has 8. The Wolves will be at home next week on the tiebreaker. After that, Jefferson County and Dobyns-Bennett are still tied for 3rd. You go to head-to-head. Jefferson County won here. The Patriots are 3. The Tribe is 4. And we know what that means.
Yeah.
That means that we go to Maryville because they were handling Bradley Central at last report easily 42-7. And so it's a trip back to Maryville. Nobody will give the Indians a chance. Frankly, nobody gave the Indians much of a chance last year, and it went down to the final minute. So Indians will have to regroup, and all you can ask for is a chance, Tiger.
Yeah.
Indians have a chance. Yes, the task is monumental next week, no doubt about it, but you have a chance to go play some more football.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to come. It's going to fall on the ears very painfully for Dobyns-Bennett fans to know that out of all of this rigmarole, as far as playoff seeding is concerned, that we've come out 4th.
Yeah.
Even having beaten Westridge and things, it's just the way the cookie crumbles for us this year. It means that we indeed are going on the road to face the Rebels of Maryville, and we've already talked about the fact that for us as a broadcast team, that doesn't really bode well because they don't have great facilities down there for us. So we'll see what how that transpires.
Well, it's better than it used to be. We may not have to go to TR's house next week. We will be somewhere seated, playing same spot we were last year, I guess.
Yeah.
So it'll be one of those outside games. It'll be one of those games with the Indian fans, and we enjoy those from time to time. So we'll see how it all plays out. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Look, still to come on the postgame show. So we got a final recap, the final stats as I have them. And, of course, we will have our players of the game. And hopefully you'll stick around on ESPN Tri-Cities and the live stream, which tonight was brought to you by Tiger, Spivey, King, and Spivey.
Yeah, Spivey, King, and Spivey is a general practice law firm focusing on criminal defense and family law issues. The firm serves the Tri-Cities area in Kingsport, Johnson City, Bristol, and surrounding areas, Rogersville, Elizabeth, and Greenville, Irwin, Mountain City. They provide over 75 years of combined experience in matters dealing with criminal law, divorce, custody, business disputes, personal injury, workers' compensation, which Todd was concerned about tonight, construction, civil litigation, medical malpractice. Spivey, King & Spivey combines decades of trial experience in criminal and civil matters with the energy and perseverance which are demanded in today's modern legal environment. Give them a call at 423-245-4185 to schedule your appointment with Spivey, King & Spivey. We indeed appreciate their efforts in supporting all of this throughout the years to provide this YouTube live stream for you.
Absolutely. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with a game recap and stats, and hand out some awards, and we'll wrap it up after that. Once again, Science Hill wins it 21-3. We're back in 2 minutes on ESPN Tri-Cities. All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Steve Wilmot, Tiger Brooks, and Todd Freeman, who's made his way up to the press box. Let's give you a quick recap of the game. Neither team able to make any offensive headway in their initial possession. Dobyns-Bennett did get a 41-yard punt from Grayton Manning, pinned Science Hill back at the 12, but the Toppers went 88 yards in 11 plays, 3 minutes and 53 seconds, converted a 3rd and 9 for their first down of the drive from their own 13-yard line. And then went on, and it was Diamond to Cutlip for 23 yards and a touchdown, and Science Hill led it 7-0. Dobyns-Bennett, second possession, got a first down, then had the punt. It was a 63-yard punt by Grayton Manning to the Science Hill 12, and Science Hill then fumbled the football to Dobyns-Bennett on the first play. Branson Carswell caused the fumble. Hayden Shear recovered. Dobyns-Bennett had it first and 10 from the Science Hill 15. Got 2 runs from Evans of 6 yards and 3 yards, and then a fumble themselves on a team rush that took it back to the 8. And Dobyns-Bennett on 4th and 2, an incomplete pass, a pass play that was going to work if the pass had gotten there. So Dobyns-Bennett turned away from inside the Dobyns-Bennett 6-yard line, and Science Hill takes it over at the 7-yard line, and they march it 93 yards. They go 12 plays, 93 yards. The big play was a 35-yard run by Caden Fleeman. They also got a 27-yard pass from Diamond to Torbett, And then it was Fleeman, a 3-yard touchdown run with 8:13 to go in the first half. It was 14-0 Science Hill. Dobyns-Bennett again unable to move. 4th and 4. Got a 63-yard punt. I think I said 63. Anyway, there were so many good punts from Manning, I've lost track. Manning a 51-yarder, then a 63-yard punt. Science Hill pinned at its 3-yard line. They had to punt it back to Dobyns-Bennett. Dobyns-Bennett takes over at its 40-yard line and got a 14-yard pass to Gillespie. A couple runs by Baker. A 16-yard run by Baker. That was the Indians' longest rushing play of the night. Got it down 1st and 10 at the 14. It went to 4th and 7 at the 11, and Dobyns-Bennett had to settle for a Titan Thomas field goal of 27 yards. And we went to halftime 14-3. But Dobyns-Bennett felt somewhat encouraged by that because the Indians were getting the ball back to start the second half. And Dobyns-Bennett, a good drive, starting at its 28. Got another big pass from Carson to Gillespie of 13 yards. A 21-yard pass to Russell. Got it down to the Science Hill 20. Graves, a 13-yard run to the 7. 1st and goal. But again, a mistake. A team rush, a bad snap, a mishandled ball in the backfield. The Indians lose 3 yards. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. Graves got 4 yards, 6 yards to the 6. Another 2 yards to the 2, and then on 4th and goal from the 2. Again, Science Hill's defense steps up, stuffs Dobyns-Bennett. Science Hill's able to flip the field, getting out to the 46-yard line, but Diamond fumbles again. The Indians take over at the Science Hill 44 and could do nothing. Another penalty of 10 yards killed the drive. Incomplete pass. Dobyns-Bennett on a 4th and 22 has to punt it away, and Science Hill is able to go downfield, keep possession of the football. Did turn it over to Dobyns-Bennett on 4 straight a penalty and 3 straight incompletes. Missed the field goal that would have made it 17-3. Dobyns-Bennett took over at its own 20 with 2:06 to go, and then it was a big loss of 14 yards on a team rush. Dobyns-Bennett eventually gave it back to the Toppers on an interception, I believe it was. Science Hill took over, and Science Hill drove for the game-winning touchdown. If I get my charts right, there we go. Science Hill took over on interception. Indeed, they didn't convert that to points, had to punt it away, but then Dobyns-Bennett had to repunt it, and Science Hill eventually did punt it away. Put it away as it was Diamond, a touchdown pass on 4th and long, as Science Hill extended the lead to 21-3, and that's the way it ended. Science Hill wins it here, the 9th win in 10 tries for Science Hill over Dobyns-Bennett. And that thing has stretched a full decade now, Tiger. It's very, very frustrating from Dobyns-Bennett's end to lose to their rivals like this.
Indeed it is. And it certainly extends way past the players on the field. And to some extent, that's probably not a fair thing. A lot of community pride rides on this game for both communities. And it's just one of those things where I think now, you know, after so long, I think it just becomes a head thing where coming into this game, you know, you heard Coach Christian talk about it. You know, West Ridge is becoming a rivalry game. We did some things that were uncharacteristic in that game. Did some more things that were really uncharacteristic in this game that we have really not had a problem doing much of all year long. But it just culminates and all comes together in a situation like tonight when lots of opportunities out there that were missed for the Tribe and continually just shooting themselves in the foot. I think I used that term about 10 times. But again, I want to give credit where credit's due. Hilltoppers had a great game plan. They executed better. They wore us out up front, as much as I hate to say it, dominating both lines of scrimmage, and they came out the victorious tonight, 21-3.
That final Science Hill touchdown was a Fleeman 3-yard touchdown run. I finally found it in my notes. So that was the final Science Hill touchdown. Let's go over the final stats tonight. First downs, Dobyns-Bennett had 12, Science Hill 21. Rushing, Science Hill rushed 42 times for 138 yards by my count. Dobyns-Bennett 31 rushes for only 59 yards. Science Hill through the air, 11 out of 24 for 219 yards. Dobyns-Bennett through the air, 9 out of 22 interceptions for 121 yards. So total offense for Dobyns-Bennett, on my count, that is 180. And for Science Hill, that's 357. Penalties, Dobyns-Bennett committed 9 penalties for 85 yards, 11 markers for 91 yards for Science Hill. Dobyns-Bennett fumbled it twice, did not lose it. Science Hill fumbled twice, lost both of them. Turnover battle was even tonight. 2 fumbles by Science Hill, 2 interceptions by Dobyns-Bennett. Punts, Science Hill punted 3 times for a 32-yard average. Dobyns-Bennett punted 5 times for a 43.1-yard average. Individual numbers for Science Hill, Jackson Diamond, 11 out of 24, 219 yards. On the ground, Cade Fleeman, 13 carries, 79 yards. Diamond's 12 carries for 28. Dukes, we didn't expect to see a lot from Dukes, but Dukes was out there. That's Micah Dukes, the junior. Dukes had 7 carries for 20 yards. Williams, Giovanni Williams, also a junior, 8 carries for 21 yards. And Science Hill had 2 team rushes on the victory formation, one to end the first half, one to end the game, that was accounted for minus 10 yards. Receiving, Jack Torbett, 2 catches for 76 yards. You know, he was injured early in the game, did not return. Kenyon Cullip, 3 catches, 89 yards, a touchdown. Cole Torbett, 1 catch, 27 yards, a touchdown. Tyler Moon, 2 receptions for 10 yards. And Ben O'Daniel, 1 for 4, and Williams, 1 for 1 for the Toppers. For Dobyns-Bennett, Jake Carson, 8 out of 19, 2 interceptions, 110 yards. Noah Blankenship, 1 out of 1 for 11 yards. Rushing, Ishawn Graves, 8 carries, 25 yards. Caleb Baker, 7 for 39. Andrew Myers, 5 carries, only 12 yards. Levi Evans, 4 attempts, 12 yards. Carson, 4 rushes for net minus 10, and Dobyns-Bennett had 3 team rushes for minus 19 yards. 3 big mistakes by Dobyns-Bennett there. Actually, let's go back to the turnover margin. Dobyns-Bennett fumbled 3 times and lost 1. We did lose 1 on that end around, so actually Science Hill won the turnover battle plus 1.
Yeah.
My fault. Gillespie tonight for Dobyns-Bennett, 4 receptions for 52 yards. 2 catches for 22 yards for Shear, 2 for 35 for Russell, 1 for 11 for Graves. And those are your unofficial, very unofficial final stats. Time now to name our award winners. We'll start on the offensive side of the football. The Chris Jenkins Insurance Group Offensive Player of the Game. Really 2 straight weeks, Tiger, that Dobyns-Bennett, you look back at that Oak Ridge game last week, Dobyns-Bennett total yards there, just 209.
Yeah.
And less than that tonight, around 400 yards combined in the last 2 games. So the offense has been missing, frankly, the last couple of weeks. But I thought tonight, Jonathan Gillespie, 4 catches, 52 yards, had a couple of nice catches in drives that should have netted more points than they did for Dobyns-Bennett. Also did a nice job returning kickoffs, I thought, tonight. Routinely got the Indians out to the 30-yard line. So tonight, Jonathan Gillespie is our Chris Jenkins Insurance Group Offensive Player of the Game.
Couldn't agree more. I think that, I wish there were more opportunities and more players that we could point to. But tonight, Gillespie had the number. Yeah. He did some good things for us.
Appreciate Chris Jenkins and all he does and his insurance group, supporting high school athletics in multiple ways in this great area of ours. Supporter of local student athletes is Chris Jenkins. We appreciate him very much. Time now for our TriCitiesSports.com. Freeman Productions, Indian Springs Baptist Church, Defensive Player of the Game. TriCitiesSports.com, your source for local sports, going on in its 18th year. Freeman Productions, responsible for everything that you're seeing tonight and hearing tonight, both on the field, here in the press box, everywhere else. Todd Freeman made it happen. If you need something like that produced, he can do it. You need video, he can do it. Any event, race, concert, contact Todd Freeman. He's your guy. And, of course, Indian Springs Baptist Church. Tiger Brooks and the staff out there on Hill Road in the Indian Springs community do a great job supporting you. If you need a church home, give them a visit on Sunday morning.
Absolutely. If you can't come see us, you can listen to us starting this Sunday. We are changing from the 9 a.m. hour to the 10 a.m. hour right here on ESPN Tri-Cities. You can hear our broadcast.
The defensive player of the night is a special teams player, Grayton Manning, the punter. Tiger was kind of prophetic early in the game where he said, I hope that wasn't our defensive player or play of the game. Well, that's the kind of night he was, Tiger.
Yes,
but Gray did a great job. A 63-yard punt. I think that ties as the second longest punt in school history. He's got the first one of 67 yards. He had another one of over 50 yards. The average, when you look at it on the night, was a little bit low, but he had some punts late in the game.
Yeah.
That Science Hill had some rush on. He had to rush. But overall, those kicks early in the game, those punts early in the game, to a large degree, kept Dobyns-Bennett in the game.
Yeah, they set us up perfectly. I mean, one was on the 11.
Yep.
One was on the 12. I mean, it really had an opportunity for us to have pinned them back there and gotten the ball back. It just didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
But Great Manning kind of did everything that he could to make a way for Dobyns-Bennett to have been in the game, just didn't take advantage of it.
Yep. Time now to name our Holston Medical Group Play of the Game, sponsored by the new Holston Medical Group Primary Specialty Care and Outpatient Diagnostic Center over there in Johnson City, conveniently located on People Street next to At Home. Holston Medical Group, your health partner for life. Visit holstonmedicalgroup.com for more details. And tonight we're going back to Manning. That 63-yard punt that pinned Science Hill at the 3-yard line. He did everything he could. It was a big field swing because, remember, there was a penalty marker there. As he was run into before that punt, there was a big discussion on whether to go ahead and take the penalty or not take the penalty, decline the penalty, because it did not result in a first down. Science Hill had possession at its 42-yard line. Dobyns-Bennett accepted the penalty. The difference was a net 40 yards, Tiger, as he booted that thing 63 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it was everything that you could have asked for, and just a great play on Manning's part. Again, wish we could have taken advantage of it more fully, but we just did not.
So that'll do it here from the press box here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium, wherever you are tonight watching us here on the live stream. We so appreciate you. We appreciate Spivey, King, and Spivey for making it possible for you to view this live stream for free wherever you were. If you're on the radio tonight, ESPN Tri-Cities, locally, around the world, on the internet, on the TuneIn app, we appreciate you very much. If you were here tonight inside the stadium braving these elements,
kudos.
You are next level. You are true high school football fans, and we will see you next week when we go to Maryville.
Absolutely.
All right. Appreciate Todd over there. Appreciate you, Tiger Brooks. Appreciate Scott Stevens at the studio. Once again, final score here tonight. Science Hill wins at 21-3. You've been listening to Dobyns-Bennett Indian football on your true home for all Dobyns-Bennett sports since way back in 1942. We are ESPN Tri-Cities. Good night, Roll Tribe. The Ingalls scoreboard is up next here on the Voice of the Indians, ESPN Tri-Cities. Good night, everyone.